ready to go.
There you go. So Indig's leadoff hitter, G-Man Choi.
G-Man Choi, heaviest
G-Man
leadoff
Choi
hitter in the history of
is
Major League
leading
Baseball.
off. Things you love to see.
He's gonna go. I'll repeat this take when we go live, but he's absolutely going yard.
We are live.
We are live. Well, howdy do, everybody.
Absolutely live.
Welcome to Game 6. It's World Series time.
6. And G-Man Choi is leading off Game 6 of the World Series. How could you not just want to inject that into your veins?
I don't even know. Like, which vein am I gonna hook it directly into? My femoral artery, or like?
Yes. Well, not a great start for B-Man 416 Choi.
I forgot that's your nickname now.
I think that was a J-Royism, actually. Believe it or not.
I do believe it. It makes me want to use it less, though.
That's fair. No, that is reasonable. Here, hey, babe, wake up.
Wake up.
Randy in the 2 spot.
Randy Arozarena is batting. Everyone go wake up your significant other.
Opposite field, well hit. There it is. I mean, what else did you expect from him?
Wait, are you
ahead of you?
No way. No way. No way. No way. Randy, swinging a drive. It's out of here. Randy Arozarena. His 10th of the postseason.
Someone tell
On a
this
different
man
level.
he needs to save some for Game 7.
No.
I think he has enough to spare.
It would appear that way, yeah.
No way did that just happen. He's the greatest of all time.
Show me a better hitter, and I'll show you a lie created by big tobaccos behind that kind of lie.
Good call.
Unbelievable.
Well, the trend of away team scoring in the top of the first continues. What is that? 3 games in a row that the first run has been scored in the top of the first inning?
Yes. Yes, it is. I cannot believe Randy is the greatest of all time. And there's Austin Meadows. Gets on base
Another
right
base
after.
hit.
The
Swinging early in
Randy
the count.
home run was 103 off bat with an 810 expected batting average.
Decent.
Simply the greatest of all time. Austin Meadows, 96 off the bat. So 3 batters into the game, rather. We already have 2 hard hit balls.
Tony Gonsolin washed. Changed my mind.
Wash as a rookie. That's a fact, to be honest with you.
He's like more washed than Tom Brady.
Yes, absolute facts only. Here in Diamond Digest. I can't believe Randy.
Yeah, yes, you can. You can totally believe it.
He's just, he's really
He's
the
different.
greatest ever. He is built different.
He's like Darth Vader. He's more machine than man.
For real.
Hitting machine.
What can't he do? The answer is nothing.
Get an out. Or
Literally.
record an out.
That home run had a 10.3 plus 10.3 WPA.
It's huge.
As the second batter of the game. What
was the expected batting average on it? Expected batting average?
810.
I want to know what happened to the other 19% of those batted balls that resulted in outs were?
Well, Baseball Savant rules the location of that pitch as a ball outside that Randy took yard.
He did. That ball was at
off the
least
plate
a couple
away.
inches off the plate.
Yeah.
So the distance was only 378. So a lot of parts it's not getting out to center field, I guess.
Yeah, if you square it up and hit to center, for sure. That's pretty much it, because that's like a deep gapper if you're not hitting it to dead center. So 810. 810 makes sense. This dude says, "Who's Randy? Get off the stream." Simply don't
Shake,
need
rattle,
your
and roll up on out of here with that
We
take.
simply do not need your viewership. Yeah, Tony Gonsolin, probably not the most ideal start to his evening.
He should have thought about that before he gave up a home run. That's all I'm saying.
If I were him, I simply would have not given up a home run for Randy. But
I mean, they should have just walked him. They've seen that at this point.
Ryan says, "Is Travis d'Arnaud still on the Rays? He is a Brave." An Atlanta Brave.
Atlanta Braves famous for not making the World Series this year.
Famous
For the
for
century.
Base running themselves out of a World Series.
blowing a 3-1 lead.
Atlanta in general famous for just choking in sports.
28-3. 3-1.
Falcons are 1-6.
Go
Or
Lions, baby.
5 or 1-6.
Go Lions. What a Sunday. They're 1-6 now.
Congratulations on Everson Griffin for literally nothing.
Thank you. I'm pretty hype about it.
I'm incredibly furious that John Schneider didn't pick up the phone on that one.
A lot of Seahawks fans have expressed their displeasures to me already about how they really thought that they were going to get him for nothing, and we got him for nothing instead.
That's fine. We'll just go get J.J. Watt.
There you go. Problem solved.
It's a realistic goal right there.
That's the only reason I can think of that John Schneider wouldn't pick up the phone on Everson Griffin. He's just like, he's got a bigger target in mind. He's gonna go. He's gonna go get like Myles Garrett for like 2 10th-round picks, and he's still not gonna win Executive of the Year. That was our football talk for the day.
Yeah. Jeez. Randy Arozarena trending on Twitter already. His 10th postseason home run. Just ridiculous.
It still blows my mind like how we're only like a hop, a skip, and a jump away from the reality where still no one knows Randy Arozarena's name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was like, what, 2.5 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He wasn't starting midway through this year, wasn't he?
No, he only started the last 20 games.
And now he's got the home run record in the postseason by 2 home runs.
And the hit record in the postseason by at least 2 or 3 hits now after the homer.
I mean, he's leaving Barry Bonds in the dust. Not a sentence you get to use frequently.
Do you think Gonsolin has enlightened himself, realized there's more to life than baseball, and that's why he's been so bad? The classic OOTP reference in the HotMic chat for you.
Good call.
He did some deep breathing exercises before a start and had an existential crisis as a result.
I think he just realized how good the Dodgers roster was and wanted to balance it out a little bit.
He was like, guys, we got to regress. I got this.
This is not looking ideal as he has 2 men on with only 1 out, and there's now someone up warming up in the Dodgers bullpen already.
Kershaw coming in for a 7-inning save in Game 6.
Oh my god.
Somehow I doubt that, being that he started Game 5. But Matthew really just wants to see Kershaw blow a game. So, resident Nationals fan.
I will be clear. An incredibly heavy Rays bias from me today, just because I want a Game 7. But I do want Cody Bellinger to go yard like 3 times so we can just absolutely nuke Horwath's mentions.
Yes, absolutely. At a Horwath. Everyone, if Cody Bellinger does anything good today, just go on your personal Twitter account, at a Horwath. Don't put any context to it. Just simply at him, press send tweet, and you've done your job for the
If you want, you can feel free to add like a capital L.
Yes, that's fine too.
That'd
Or just
be-
say
that'd be
simply
enough.
Cody Bellinger,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
along those lines. A
Make
GIF,
sure-
maybe.
GIF. Yeah.
Just capitalize all the L's in Bellinger.
Yes, definitely do that.
All 2 of them.
It's interesting. I mean, this is just the tale of both of these teams, but like the Rays lineup changes drastically like every night, and the Dodgers lineup has been almost a copy and paste of itself the entire series.
It really has. And I've been, heard a lot of discussion from a lot of different sources of people kind of acknowledging the reasons why the Dodgers don't necessarily want to shake things up in the series. It was kind of the same reason why everybody was saying, hey, don't take Jose Altuve out of the second base spot during the ALCS, is because, I mean, that's not going to make what I believe were yips. That's not going to make yips any better.
Right, for sure. Yeah, they
But
definitely looked like yips.
I think this is different because the Dodgers offense has been good like this whole series. Like it hasn't really needed to change. I mean, it still blows my mind that the reigning NL MVP is batting 6th in this lineup.
Right.
That's the way it is.
Right.
Crazy. And I think this Dodgers lineup in the World Series has the highest slugging percentage since 2007 is what I saw in a World Series. So they're definitely hitting for power. Don't know. I mean, the pitching, other than Kershaw, really hasn't been too great. Yeah.
I think I've thought about this, and I wonder if part of it is, the Rays clearly have every player on the team completely bought into the way that they're
For sure.
building their lineups, who they're putting in from the bullpen at any given moment. Like, no one has questions anymore at this point. And if they do, they're certainly not asking them during a World Series. But I wonder if another part of it is a bit of gamesmanship to try and get in the head of Dave Roberts a bit. I mean, because Dave Roberts is a manager who's been questioned for his decisions time and time again. So I wonder if the Rays, like, doing this every time that they beat them by taking everything and putting it in a dice cup and shaking it around like that and dumping it on the table, if they're just trying to like prod at him a little bit.
It's fair.
Because I mean, what you have here is, the $300 million man versus the island of misfit toys.
Yeah,
Right.
if they played a full 162 and the salaries weren't prorated, Mookie Betts on his own would be making more than the entire Rays roster.
That's crazy.
It is.
And with prorated, Mookie and Kershaw's contracts together are more than the entire Rays roster this year.
Wendell hit the just snot out of a ball right into his own knee.
Yeah,
I think
that
both
was
knees.
tough.
Looks like a ricochet
Oh
there.
yeah, the double
The
doink,
rare
the
knee
Parkey,
double kill.
the rare kneecap double doink. Brutal.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It really is that easy to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Which author do you think Gonsolin reads the most? My guess is Steinbeck.
I was someone Joe in chat said Vonnegut. I was going to say Vonnegut.
Vonnegut. I like the Vonnegut poll, honestly. Based on he's got the look. I like that poll. Gets out of the inning with only giving up a run. That's big.
Minimal damage for sure. Of course, it was damage to the most damaging person in the Rays lineup.
Randy Arozarena.
Honestly, if this does go 7, if I'm the Dodgers, I have to consider not pitching to him at all.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, 10 homers in this postseason, however many in this series alone. One-man wrecking crew.
Most hits in postseason history, most homers in postseason history.
And I don't know what the stats are in this World Series, but coming into the World Series, the storyline with the Rays was that no one else could hit. So You got a 4-game.
Currently, looking at OPS for the World Series, Randy's is 1,300. Kiermaier's is actually 1,100. And then Margot is 882, and everyone else is like 450, 360. A lot of 400s outside of those three.
Yikes.
Brandon Lau 750 with a 140 average. So that's
Ryan
fine,
in
I
chat
guess.
says Randy is short for Randerson, so Randerson Arozarena.
Randerson Arozarena. I like that.
I would have shout out to my new favorite fictional baseball player, Randerson Granderson.
Good old Randerson Granderson.
It's a mix of Randy Arozarena and Curtis Granderson.
Randy Arozarena's fake name and Curtis Granderson.
Yeah.
Randerson
Granderson.
Granderson.
Hang on, I gotta go. I gotta go boot up my PlayStation. I gotta go do a create a player in the show real fast.
My career.
BRB guys, I know we're long.
I
really got to do this my career now.
You get it.
You get it. It's vital. Him and Toolsy are just the next great things in baseball.
Javier Toolsy.
Toolsy for Cy Young.
I gotta finish that series. Maybe after the World Series is over, I'll jump back on Twitch and we'll see
dude, Ryan and I had a riot. Hell yeah.
We'll see if we can get Toolsy a ring.
We got to get Toolsy a ring. He deserves it. The kid goes out there and just puts up, just goes to work every day.
I don't think this is going to be the year for Toolsy.
Toolsy. Good old Toolsy. Well, Dodgers batting order, like we alluded to earlier, is pretty much the exact same it has been the entire series.
Couple positional adjustments. AJ Pollock moved out of center and to left.
Back in center, Will Smith DH, Barnes behind the plate. For the former Cy Young winner.
And if you remember his first start in this series, had a very good start to the game before unraveling a little bit in the 5th inning.
No hitter through 4 1/3.
Yeah.
4 2/3.
It was the other 2/3 that were the real problem.
Yeah. Getting the final out that inning was almost impossible, but he had a no-hitter up until then.
Second best player in baseball, Mike Zunino, takes one off the face mask there.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. The Rays have the top 1 through 3 best players on the planet all on their team. With Randy Zunino and G-Man Choi.
It's a wonder this team has made it to the World Series.
Really, truly. And Mookie, obviously, nowhere close to that list. So,
who?
Exactly.
Mookie?
Exactly. Marcus.
Marcus Betts. That's what he calls himself on LinkedIn.
Got the suit and tie, Marcus Betts.
Experience in baseball.
That was a great
on LinkedIn is Marcus Betts, and on Twitter it's the Mookster.
The Mookster. We had a Diamond Digest rumor early on in his career that it was Mooktavious. That's what Mookie was short for.
Yes.
Do you remember the Mooktavious days?
No, I don't. I don't remember that at
Octavius
all.
versus Randerson.
And there was a
Right.
yes, Mooktavious versus Randerson. The matchup we all deserve. Mooktavious goes down swinging there. 671 OPS in the World Series for Mooktavious.
God, that's like half of Randy Arozarena's.
Yeah, not even. Actually, no, almost exactly.
Pedestrian.
Math.
Math is hard.
Yeah, Peyton.
Math is
I think
definitely
Peyton,
hard.
were you the one that came up with Mooktavious? It was either you or John. I don't remember who,
Mooktavious
but
Betts the fourth.
it might have been Peyton that came up with the name. Yeah, we used to call him Mooktavious Betts the fourth.
How do we not have an emoji of Mooktavious Betts?
Yeah,
with
Peyton.
him,
It was Peyton.
with
It was
him
Peyton.
just like edited into the like over the king jellyfish from
Yeah.
SpongeBob with like the regal cape and the stupid. That's got to be a thing.
Mooktavious,
Peter, get on that.
Those were the twist days, Mooktavious. Those were the twist days.
Look at that choke up on the bat that Seager's got. Artful
Still has
stuff.
power.
Now I'm gonna make his bat speed any slower. Tell you the what.
That is
Not gonna
true.
help catch up to that fastball there for the strikeout, but
Woo!
Snell back on the strikeouts
Now.
at 9 4 2/3 last time out. Already
Also,
got 2
Corey
here.
Seager with the highest OPS of the World Series so far with 1432. After that strikeout, it goes down to 1361, which is still high.
Still, yeah.
I don't think we're legally obligated.
No, it's totally accurate.
An indictment on journalism and the sport as a whole. It's a shame that
The stop on 12 pitches.
just like a quick moment of silence for anybody who might be doing push-ups or something for every strikeout this game. And that's a long enough moment for that.
And the moment's done. Moment of silence done. We are talking.
That was a moment. Do
Blake
yourselves
Snell
a favor, people doing push-ups. Have a drink instead.
had a drink. Blake Snell looked absolutely. Looked phenomenal. That was absolute light work. 1 inning, 3 Ks, 12 pitches.
Just let's see if he can make it 4 2/3, I think, of that kind of dominance before it all falls apart. I think it's probably game over.
I would say, I would hope, especially with the way Gonsolin pitched in the first inning. If that's a look.
Or is that post-retirement Tim Salmon?
All right. Well, the Tigers didn't teach him that. That was the Rays.
Rays with all their analytics telling
Really?
him to strike out.
The Tigers team that's combined for what, like 50 wins the last 2 seasons? That's okay. You don't have to answer.
I mean, I have to make sure you're actually like not right.
Did the Dodgers have more wins
it's
in a
about-
60-game season than they've had in the last 200?
It's about 60. It's about 60.
Oh, no, of course. My mistake.
It's about 60 over 2 years. That's what it's about. Yeah.
How silly of me.
I know. You just disrespected us. It's fine. We're getting Jock Peterson.
Hey, Scott, maybe after this, my championship in Super Mega Baseball, I'll send Xavier Toolsy over to, or Javier Toolsy over to Detroit.
We could use them.
I'm sure you could make good use of a C+ right-handed reliever with.
Honestly, I think that Mize to Toolsy handoff would be lethal for years to come.
Just an absolutely devastating starter to middle relief.
Exactly.
Got a hold of one over Betts' head. And an easy
Smoking
dump.
the ball early for the
Yeah, he
Rays.
crushed that.
he just
that's in
trotted
there.
into second base too.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, Peyton, we already talked about it.
What did we talk about? The absolute eyesore.
Peyton just put in our producer chat. Someone said, "Hey nerds" in the YouTube chat. And I was like, "Yeah, we already discussed it."
I think Peyton's trying to re-emphasize that point.
We already talked about it. So.
Famous nerds.
111.6 off the bat.
111.6.
Mike Zunino's about to blow that away.
790 expected batting average.
Watch what Mike Zunino's about to do. He's gonna break Statcast.
There's Bronco Dave, right in time. # Dodger tears. Baby.
There he is.
Right on time. Right on time. And Zanino's up. We got Bronco David. It's just life is good.
Everything's
coming together.
It's all coming
together.
Zunino about to be 1 for 14 in the World Series when he gets a hit here.
When he gets a homer here.
Oh, just fell.
Oh,
you almost got that one.
I would have been so much happier if that stayed fair.
Oh yeah,
Mikey Z, why you do this to me?
Jason Kipnis, shout out Peter.
At least Mike Zunino doesn't have a stupid batting stance. Argue with a wall about Jason Kipnis' batting stance.
Argue with a wall about this. What is this? Stupid batting stance.
It's deceptive. Shut up.
We have another comment in our YouTube chat that says "men with Jufros" and then hard eyes. I'm glad I could be of service to all of you Jufro lovers out there.
Not sure who that's referring to.
Go watch Zoe 101 reruns.
There's no way it's not me, but you know.
Oh, okay. That was someone from the game at first. I was like,
no, it's 100%.
No, they're talking about Dustin May.
Yeah, right. They're talking about Gonsolin.
Anyone with a Jufro fetish should just watch Zoe 101 reruns on repeat until their eventual demise.
Yeah. That's all you need.
That was the crowning achievement in
Jufro history.
Their hairstyle. Immaculate take by Mike Zunino there to watch that ball that was very clearly outside. That is an elite level take right there. Yeah. Not everyone can watch that pitch and get to a full count. I'll tell you what. Takes guts, takes gumption.
Absolutely.
Other G adjectives.
Here we go. 3-2.
See, not everyone could foul off that pitch. Some people would just watch it and take a walk like pedestrians. Not Mike Zunino, though. He knows he's going yard here. Different. He knows he's going yard here.
The dude's just built different. That's what people don't understand.
0 for 13 in the World Series. That's just it's an outlier.
He's 071 OPS. Outlier.
You guys gotta
nowhere to go.
Gotta understand.
He's saving it for game 6 and 7.
For the need to win games.
Please watch Mike Zunino OPS 250, 2,500 rather, the next 2 games. Please.
250. It'd be an improvement what he's on now.
And I tell you what, not everyone could hit the ball
straight down.
So straight down like that.
That it actually doesn't enter fair territory.
That they get another chance. That it not only does it not enter fair territory, but it only moves a total of like 4 feet. Like
stays in the batter's box.
Some level of intention and skill.
Well, yeah, he did it on purpose to throw the pitcher off.
Yeah, he just needs a better. He doesn't want to be walked. He wants a better pitch so he can absolutely
He wants
demolish a
he
big.
wants
the
to
pitch count
lure
a little
them
bit
into
before
a
summer.
false sense of security.
Mike
That's the
Zunino
goal.
wants to use a baseball as a tool to begin the demolition process of Globe Life Field. I respect it. I see his goal. He's going with the
He
Giancarlo
strikes out.
stand. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, look at this Brian Schlosser quote that Christian Lloyd has just presented us. How does Zunino have a job, Brian 2020? Well, that's honestly, that might be in line for a firing.
Yeah,
We'll have to talk.
that is awfully bold talk for
we'll have
someone
to talk
who
to Labs
doesn't
about
write.
possibly getting Brian fired after that comment, to be honest.
Doesn't edit anymore. Doesn't even
Why
really
did they
post on
take the
Twitter
devil
anymore.
Why did they take the devil out of their name? Did the Pope ask them to? Yes, I'm sure the Pope walked up to the Rays organization, devil out of your name.
That wasn't a Pope Francis move though. That definitely has John Paul written all over it.
That's definitely a JP move.
Scumbag.
Absolutely a JP
That's
move.
all JP Pope move.
You keep Mike Zunino to save player development money. Facts, honestly. You don't need a player development anything because they
You
just
can't really develop him anymore. He has been fully developed into the best player.
Well, also, if you're simply his teammate, you just become way better. Like
his
especially
goodness at baseball is contagious. Just soaking it up. I mean, look at Randy. Purely because of Zunino.
Exactly.
You think that Randy could do that all on his own?
Was he this good in St. Louis? No.
I'm changing my name to Bronco Dave. No, don't do it.
LDL.
Your name's so iconic.
Or just hashtag Dodger Tears. We know who you are.
No.
Hashtag Dodger Tears.
Another long inning here for Gonsolin.
Yeah,
they show the pitch counts.
Like he might be at the 50 pitch mark by the end of this inning.
Meanwhile, Blake Snell's sitting in the dugout with his feet up, chilling with a nice warm shoulder after 12.
Danger looming on deck.
Danger,
Will Robinson.
Looming on deck. He better get. Look at him. He's not even practicing swinging. He's in the on deck circle, just staring him down.
Practicing perfection becomes redundant at a certain point.
At some point, you just stare down your prey. Randy had a plate appearance in the NLCS game where Anibal Sanchez almost threw a no-hitter. Well, there you go. The more you know. Man,
Anibal. 2019 postseason.
I miss Tigers. Anibal Sanchez.
I miss 2019.
Same.
Good take.
Let it be known that still to this day, if Choi gets on base, it's an automatic 4-0 game.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Change the scoreboard.
Let it be known that Anibal Sanchez has the all-time Tigers single-game strikeout record.
What, 9?
A 17 punch-out night for Anibal Sanchez back in the day.
Former Tiger, Max Scherzer, if you want to talk about him.
Yeah, he did it against us, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That was devastating. Devastating. That was not a fun game to watch. I was not having a good time that evening.
I was having a great time that evening.
I'm sure you were. No one asked. Matthew Penn. Jeez. Come on, G-Man. Good eye.
Can't fool G-Man.
Can't fool the man.
Of course not.
The kind of confidence it must take in yourself to think you could fool G-Man Choi.
What are you doing?
Truly unreal. Here we go.
Just putting runners on base.
Put them on base. And now, just like that, it's a 4-0 game here in the bottom, on the top of the second, rather.
They're bringing someone else.
Gonsolin's day is done.
They're terrified of Randy. Terrified of Randy. Goslin's getting the hook after just 1 2/3. And look at Randy. He looks back in the dugout as if to say, they know.
He knows.
They know.
Everywhere, we all know what's going on.
They're
here.
bringing in a lefty to face Randy? Is this what I'm seeing?
It's Floro.
Dylan Floro.
Look, everybody's got choices.
Floro's a righty.
The Rays are doing 500. The Dodgers are stuck to this bread.
I mean, not that it matters, but he is a righty. Oh, here. Let's bring in a guy who's in the 95th 95th percentile in what's a bad stat? No, just kidding. 34th percentile in expected batting average to face Randy Arozarena. That seems like a good idea.
A man who's been eating expected batting average for breakfast.
Only a 26% whiff percentage against Randy? Well, that's a good idea for sure, bro.
Brilliant. Dave Roberts continuing to get flack for decisions that haven't even shown any results yet.
Tony
when he built up a reputation.
According to Peyton.
Why do managers wear a baseball uniform? I could never respect anyone wearing a baseball uniform. Okay, Ryan.
I've got a mental image of a faceless person named Ryan wearing a Safeway uniform.
Bronco Dave has now reminded us of Quinn's comment saying that it's pretty much a guaranteed 4-run game here. Bronco Dave, can we get a hashtag Dodger tears?
Just for the culture?
Just for the culture. Randy's about to come up. I feel like we could really use it.
Hashtag Game 7 score.
Drop us a hashtag. Jeremy Frank is close to ratioing John Heyman.
What an immaculate W. Let me get
involved
have
in
to
that. Check that out.
Stand John Heyman. I hate John Heyman more than I hate Globe Life Field.
I almost...
That's saying something.
Just to say, back in the Home Run Derby of 2019, I almost ratioed John Heyman.
Oh, what a W. What a W.
There it is. Bronco Dave, hashtag Dodger tears.
Ooh, he's within a couple of... Oh, he just passed him, I think. Great tweet there from MLB Random Stats.
Wait, I'm still... Oh.
It's a reply.
Why would you name your daughter after a number?
That's some real Elon Musk energy right there. From resident idiot John Heyman.
He has now officially ratioed.
Yeah. It's going back and forth. It's close.
As of the news reaching this broadcast, the ratio has been completed.
Oh, but here's the real news. Everybody wake up. Randy Arozarena is batting.
And he's down 0-2.
Hashtag Dodgers.
That's not a problem, though.
Wasn't he down 0-2 last time?
Necessarily. No, he was 0-1. He went a yard on the second pitch, I think.
You're right. You're right.
Come on, Randy.
That's the face of a man. Locked in. Not locked in enough, though.
Whew, on 3 pitches. It must be crazy being so good that when you strike out, you look around like, wait, what?
They're allowed to do that?
He's like, this is part of the game?
They're allowed to do that? I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, he's like, I thought that was a conspiracy.
Created by
I've seen other people do it. Never done it myself.
My entire broadcast almost fell apart.
Well, through 2, 1-0 game. The Dodgers expected batting average of 0. We're actually only through 1.5. I lied. Because the Dodgers have yet to pull a ball in play, which is fun. Gonsolin's day is done. His final line is 1 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 1 homer on 48 pitches, and 3 hard hit balls given up. I'm going to guess that's not how we drew it up.
Not a great day.
But also, with that, with Floro coming in and shutting the door there, not too much damage overall. 4 runners left on base for the Rays. And that's going to hurt later. Like, Snell's dealing, but you got to score those runs.
Yes. I can almost guarantee you the final score of tonight's game will not be 1-0. So
it's a safe bet.
Yeah.
I'll take that action. What odds are you giving me?
What odds would I give you? Bad ones? Or I guess good ones?
I got 6 crisp $1 bills.
So we're $6 that the final score is 1-0?
Yeah, man.
All right.
What, do you want me to open up my actual bank account for this? I don't think so.
No. I mean, $6 is $6. That's
yeah. That is money that I honestly didn't even know I had in my wallet. Apparently, it's been in there for a while. It was kind of stuck. It was kind of
haven't left the house in a while.
Yeah, what's spending money? Can't relate.
Cannot relate. Game 7 Dodger bullpen resources ... R. All right, here we go.
Blake Snell, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Matthew, you were on the broadcast with me when we looked up how Snell, if you take out his Cy Young season, is like statistically beyond mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
honestly crazy.
I mean, everybody was wondering if last year was just kind of a slump, but it might not be the case. It might be that the Cy Young year was the outlier.
Yeah, he's got
certainly looked that way in the stats.
I know pitching wins aren't like a reliable stat for anything, but just for what it's worth, like more than half of his career pitching wins came from that season.
In a 5-year career.
4 or 5 year career. That's pretty alarming, I'd say, regardless of your opinion on pitching wins.
Mm-hmm.
Ball put in play there, if you can call it that.
Good play by Snell, though.
Yeah, great play by Snell. Well, the team expected batting average is now above 0.
Congratulations to the Dodgers. You've done the bare minimum.
Good job, Dodgers. Good
job.
Truly.
Can we get a hashtag Dodger Tears in chat,
hashtag
please?
Dodger Cheers, everyone. They officially have an expected batting average of above 0 for the game.
I love how the Arozarena strikeout was so crazy. They've got to show a replay of the entire at-bat.
Hey, you don't get to see those very often. It's
never
like Bigfoot.
Before.
Like his home run, they just let it happen. They didn't show a replay of that. But this, immediately they go back and show the entire at-bat.
They're like, you've seen 9 of those in the last couple weeks, but check out this nutty strikeout. When's the last time you saw one of those?
The team expected batting average now for the Dodgers is 0.45, everyone. Just phenomenal work by the Dodgers here early. So that's an interesting question. I don't want to talk too much about a Game 7, being that Like, it might not even happen. But do they definitely
Probably
go
gonna
Bueller,
happen.
right? But
They
there's
go-
no way.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way it's not Bueller, right?
They kind of, I mean, at a certain point, they're left without a choice.
Yeah.
Do you really want?
Especially with the day's rest yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to go Bueller.
It,
And then the Rays would definitely go Morton as well.
but with the Dodgers having to dive into the bullpen as early as they have,
Yeah. I mean, clearly this move, and I know people question Dave Roberts' moves pretty much nightly, but that move of pulling Gonsolin that early really shows that they want to end it tonight, I think that's what that shows.
it does, yeah. But there's a risk reward to. Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
the risk is incredibly high. The reward, of course, is incredibly high as well, too.
For
But
sure.
outside looking in, that seemed like a bit of a knee-jerk reaction to me to pull that.
But also, you've got to try to win it tonight if you can.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same thing as the Rays where, you're eliminated if you lose. But saying, okay, we have game 7 tomorrow. I mean, crazy things happen in winner-take-all games, especially game 7 of the World Series. So,
Yeah, I feel like game 2 of this series, the Dodgers kind of just like gave the Rays, because they threw Gonsolin, and that was like the Gonsolin-May game where it was like never close. The Rays kind of dominated it, and I think the Dodgers were expecting to win in 5 and just kind of gave them that game so that they could have then Kershaw game 3 and Bueller game 4. Or what was it? Bueller 3 and
Bueller 3
and Kershaw 5 and Urias 4. So I think I don't think that's what they're doing tonight, just because obviously in a game 6 that's a lot different, like you said, Matthew, than a game 2. There's like a huge difference obviously in that. So yeah, there's bullpen strategy tonight, especially now that they're losing, will be incredibly interesting for the rest of the night. Wow, Blake Snell is on one right now.
Yeah, that was.
He is in
24 pitches, 5 strikeouts.
He just embarrassed Cody Bellinger.
24 pitches, 5 strikeouts, no base runners through 2 innings.
And the only ball in play made it 10 feet.
Right. The only ball he's even put in play was 47 off the bat and went 4 feet.
Looks like a left-handed prime Felix Hernandez out there right now, just untouchable.
Oh.
So in that game 2, which is the same one Snell started, Gonsolin went 1 1/3, gave up a run. Then Floro came in, went 1 1/3. So very similar start for the Dodgers. See if they build on that same bullpen pieces this time.
Well, if they're going to follow a similar formula, they're going to have to identify what went wrong in that game and deal with it now.
Right.
And that's probably going to have to involve getting the bats going earlier.
Right. Well, Dustin May in his inning and a third gave up 3 runs. Other than that, they only gave up 3 runs. So,
Yeah, if you take away half the Rays' runs, they only scored half as many runs as they did.
Right, but I mean, if you're saying look for that problem was Dustin May.
Eliminate the big inning.
Right.
But when Randy Arozarena comes up every 9 batters, this is why I'm not an MLB manager. I'm just so glass half empty.
Okay, you got a follow-up question from Bronco Dave on Blake Snell. At what age does he hit his first major league home run?
Ooh. See, that's interesting. Because it might be never based on the way the universal DH is trained.
Right.
But I think even if he doesn't, if the universal DH doesn't make it, I think probably still never, because I doubt very much that he spends a lot of time in the National League. So I'm going to say never years old.
Never.
Ryan says 14.
Which seems unlikely.
An interesting counter.
Which seems unlikely.
Interesting counter. Definitely an interesting one.
Maybe his 14th year in the majors. There we go.
You know what? I'll go Price is Right rules. I'll say 13.
That's the wrong way. Alex Wood now into the game. So Dylan Floro threw one batter and is now done for the night. So the Dodgers clearly are not afraid to just burn through this entire bullpen, I guess.
It's about the best pitching performance you could possibly have. 3 pitches and a strikeout to a Rosarena.
Yeah, not everybody can 3-pitch strike out the greatest hitter of all time.
Also, Jake McGee still has not pitched in the World Series, correct?
I believe that is correct, yeah.
I think he got in one of the games. Yeah, he got in game 2.
Ah, crud.
Well,
at least. I don't know if been since.
Alex Wood has arrived to embarrass the Rays.
Yes. Georgia native, and he was drafted by the Braves. How fun is that? Brandon Lau, who has been the definition of 3 outcomes in this World Series. 753 OPS. I'm pretty sure all of his hits except one have been home runs this World Series.
He is 3 for 21 in the World Series with 3 home runs.
There you go. So all of them.
His BABIP is not doing too well.
Well, that's sure not going to help it. Quinn said, expect Buehler to throw a complete game tomorrow, I guess. I mean, if they're just going to absolutely burn through their bullpen, I guess.
Game 7's gonna, if a Game 7 is what the result of today's game is, I mean the prediction is just entirely based on what the Dodgers have left in the pen.
Yeah, we have a comment in our YouTube chat. So I don't know a whole lot about baseball, but I'm chronically addicted to losing money on sporting events. Let's say I actually want to win money this time around. Where would you guys bet $15?
I would bet $15 on Randy Rosarena to hit another home run in this game.
Put on to Nino. Okay, don't do that.
Honestly, if we're doing like safest bet, I would say the safe value wise is probably Dodgers in 7.
Yeah.
Just because the Rays already have a lead tonight for starters, and then on top of that, the Rays will have Buehler, or the Dodgers rather will have Buehler tomorrow. So I think the best bang for your buck is probably Dodgers in 7. I would say that is
Kershaw and baby.
That's probably the safest play, I would say, would be Dodgers in 7, just given Buehler pitching tomorrow and given that the Rays are already winning today. Not that I'm a betting man or anything, but you know,
if you were,
if I was. No, it's legal in Michigan now. I can say whatever I want. My producer just sent me a screenshot that says Tigers should hire Lloyd McClendon as their manager. Anyone who disagrees can do something very graphic that I'm not going to repeat on air. That's just a horrible take. Lloyd McClendon is one of the worst people to exist. So, no, I'm sure he's a great human being, but just absolutely horrible manager and should. I've said this several times. The Tigers hire Lloyd McClendon as their manager. I'm going to have a hard time. I mean, I say this now, and that probably won't be true when the season starts up. Like, I will have a hard time, like, watching and being actively rooting for this team. Like, that would be one of the worst hires, like, we've ever made ever.
So I feel like if you were a fan through the 110 loss years or whatever it was.
114 last year, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
And 119 and 03.
All right. So in terms of actual on-field product, I'm not sure it's going to be worse than that.
For sure. It's just that to me, like, Lloyd McClendon is a message that, like, we still have zero interest in getting better or trying. Like, at least in the 114 loss, like, we had a plan. We were like, okay, we're going to suck. And that's okay because we're going to get Torkelson. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Ryan is still on this Tampa Bay Devil Rays thing.
Tom Brady's the first Devil Tampa Bay. The first Devil Tampa Bay has had since they changed their name.
I had to reread that a couple times too.
Didn't they just sign Antonio Brown?
They did.
So,
hey, that's a CMU legend. We're not going to be on here talking smack about Antonio Brown. That's a
as long as he gets his right helmet.
He definitely hasn't done other things in his life that would earn him
the
right to have smack talked about him.
Absolutely not. No, yeah, he's definitely got some issues that he's got to work out.
Just glad the Seahawks didn't sign him.
Yeah, it sounded like you guys were close there for a sec.
I was a bit worried about it.
Well,
as far as I'm concerned, if the Seahawks think they need receiver help, go get Allen Robinson, and that's all I'll say about that.
Missed out on Des Bryant today. Went to the Ravens.
I actually like that fit, though.
I love it.
As in the baseball game, Snell loses his no-hitter earlier than
perfect game. Thank you, Matthew.
To former Mariner Chris Taylor.
Jeez.
Okay, but everyone's a former Mariner in this game.
What's the opposite of Mariners legend?
Well, one of our co-producers, Rudy, just sent a message to our production chat that says, "What I wouldn't give to be patted on the head by G-Man."
That's relatable.
I feel like we can all relate to that.
But
I feel like we can all relate to that. I would do ridiculous things to have the opportunity to be patted on the head by G-Man Choi. And you probably should too.
I mean, just a simple head pat from G-Man Choi has the same effect as probably years worth of therapy.
Oh, yeah.
I have to imagine, as someone who's never been to therapy and probably should be.
Chris Taylor's single was 105 off the bat with an 850 expected batting average.
Yeah, he stung that one.
It's the fourth ball at 100 miles an hour or harder out of 8 in play.
Yeah, 2 have been hit. 2 of the 8 have been 55 or slower. AJ Pollock, what a career. People really do be forgetting how good he was in Arizona.
He was good there, and he was still underrated then.
Mm-hmm. Like most Diamondbacks, I guess.
gonna say is could
outside
be
of
accurate with that.
Paul Goldschmidt.
outside of Goldie, who was honestly probably overrated as a Diamondback.
His tenure with the Cardinals would indicate that's the case.
Yeah. But literally every other Diamondback ever, outside of maybe like Randy Johnson, is pretty much underrated. Yeah. What team? Oh, this isn't fair to Evan. Nick, I'm just going to start calling you Evan because of your affection for Evan White's glove hand.
Peyton, can you go ahead and change my my name card
to Evan? This isn't really fair to Nick just because of where his fandom resides, but like what team do you got when you think of Randy Johnson, what like jersey you think of him in? I'm going to assume
we already know my answer. So
right, yeah.
I mean, I never saw him play at all in terms of like what I think of.
Just when you think of like what team do you picture him on when you think of Randy Johnson, what team do you imagine him on?
Probably the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, me too, honestly. And I don't know if that's a system of like when I was a kid and when I got into baseball, or if that's just like you won a lot of Cy Youngs there, so I guess that kind of makes sense too. But I don't know. I just find it because like I find it interesting when people like different people remember players being on. You know what I mean? Like remember players on different teams. I just find that interesting.
The two prevailing well, actually, I guess the three prevailing images I have when I think of Randy Johnson. The first one being bird murder.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely.
But the second one I think of is him coming out of the bullpen in LDS Game 5 in 1995. And him walking out and everyone in the stadium collectively realizing that it wasn't a joke. And the camera cuts to Joe Torre and the absolute fear in his eyes as he was just like, oh, they were serious about that. Lou wasn't kidding about that.
Lou Pennell.
And the other one too is him absolutely. Was that John Kruk in the All-Star game? Absolutely embarrassing him.
Threw it about 103 miles an hour, but about 10 feet over his head, and then he switched batters boxes and put his helmet on backwards, so the flap was on the right side.
Hit him with the Mr. Snappy for the strikeout, 3 feet outside of the zone.
Evan says, I heard my name upon joining, yes.
What time?
JD Martinez was underrated in Arizona. Yes. A lot of, pretty much. Oh, wow. What a play by Joey Wendell.
Been some great defense for the Rays, especially third base.
Callie is screaming. That was a phenomenal play. Yeah, the Rays defense continues to be the Rays defense.
It continues to be a problem for the Dodgers, that's for sure.
Wow, that A.J. Pollock.
It's a good piece of baseballing, for sure.
94.5 miles an hour off the bat with a, ready for this? Everyone get ready. A 690. Nice. Expected batting average. Not only is that nice just because it's 690, but that's a very high batting average to result in a lineout.
Yeah. That's
almost a hard hit ball.
Yeah, about half a mile an hour away from a hard hit ball. Yeah, JD Martinez hit 20 homers in like the last month and a half of the season, or 2 months of the regular season for Arizona.
That was such a short period of time, though.
Nobody thinks of him.
Oh no, yeah, no one thinks of him. Yeah, for sure. But just in the sense of like he was you could argue that was the peak of his career. It's like statistically.
That half season.
Yeah. I mean, I know that sounds weird to say, but like
he had a 4-homer game as a Diamondback. That's crazy.
His Diamondback stats. Yeah, he OPS'd 1,100 and had 29 home runs in 62 games.
That's crazy.
He almost had a home run in every other game. Half the amount of home runs his game played with the Diamondbacks. Yeah, that's unreal. Man, I miss him so much. Oh, heartbreaking.
Joey
G-Man.
Wendell.
G-Man
Man,
at
Joey
first.
Wendell
Joy.
again. G-Man.
Elite defender at
Raised
first and third.
defense again.
That one only had an 040 expected batting average, but it's still, nice defensive play.
Yeah. Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Him and Scooter Gannett both had. Yeah, I forgot about Scooter's 4-homer game.
Scooter, yes.
Joe in the chat saying Zanino helping Snell paint the corners and beyond. I would kind of give more of that credit to Jerry Meals. I mean, we already acknowledge Mike Zanino as being a great framer, but
What was his ranking? We put this in the. I was looking at it earlier. Let's see. Jerry Meals was ranked 76th out of 89 umpires this year in
yeesh.
behind the plate.
Where will Marcell Ozuna sign? Pardon me, hiccup. Where will Marcell Ozuna sign?
Interesting question, because I think this offseason we are going to see a lot of teams not spend very much because of COVID. But the one player that I think will still get paid as if this was a normal offseason is Marcell Ozuna.
Yeah.
I just think the market the demand for him is way too high for him not to get paid, regardless of teams' budgets being compromised. Where he goes, though, I have no idea, to be honest.
Well, not.
And I think it
because
depends.
Someone's going to have to pay for him.
For sure.
I think it depends if
Not
the
any of
NL
our
keeps
teams.
the DH.
I'll tell you that.
Well, that's a good point.
Also a big factor for sure.
Because all of a sudden you come up with 30 interested, or potentially up to 20 interested teams instead of maybe 10.
Right.
That would certainly pick up the phone on it anyway.
Imagine if Ozuna and Arozarena were in the same outfield.
Imagine if Ozuna, Yelich, and Stanton were in the same outfield.
Wait a minute.
I feel like I've seen a Photoshop edit of that somewhere.
Probably some Marlins fans. No one will never sign anyone good.
I remember seeing something like that, and I remember thinking, "Wow, this is such a good edit. It looks like a real photograph." Like, someone find me who made this. I have work for you.
Crazy. They're like the Oklahoma City Thunder of baseball, but without the success as a group before they got traded. You know what I mean? Like the Thunder, everybody brings up obviously the Harden, Westbrook, and Durant, 3 MVPs.
Right.
It's just like that, except that team actually made the finals before they were all traded away.
Did that Marlins team ever go above 500? I don't think so.
So the year Stanton won MVP, they were close. And then I think they fell apart the last month of the season and ended up not being close. And Blake Snell, K's McTavius IV.
Blake Snell is unfazed by Chris Taylor line drives.
He's unfazed by everyone. I mean, this is a heck of a performance he's putting together so far.
The last time before this season the Marlins finished above 500 was 2009. But they were close in 2016.
Evan says Matthew's saying, yeah, totally, when he's a Wizards fan. LFA.
Oh, just sudden out of nowhere.
I'm not even a Wizards fan, so.
Just get absolutely boom sauce, buddy. Oh, man. Blake Snell is now at 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 6 Ks through 3, and only on 39 pitches with 1 hard hit event against him. He is absolutely shoving.
Yeah. Not afraid of this lineup. This lineup should be afraid of him right now.
Absolutely. Rays currently given a 59% chance of victory, and Blake Snell leads WPA with a plus 12.3, Randy with a plus 6.3, and Alex Wood in third with a plus 4.7.
He did have one dominant inning, but I guess
he did pitch.
He has pitched in this game, and certainly better than Tony Gonsolin did.
Evan is just trashing
Evan,
the Washington Wizards right now. Absolutely.
Let me just let you know.
Them.
This man has found the gas pedal and refuses to remove the foot.
Uh-oh. Garrett is now in here and says he is on FaceTime with the girlfriend. She is aware that Randy was up. That's good.
Immaculate W. Well done.
Garrett has sent me a screenshot of him texting his girlfriend every single time Randy has come up the entire World Series.
Babe, wake up.
Garrett is truly dedicated to the craft.
You have to admire it. You really do.
You do. Everyone, he goes, it's so funny because I can like kind of see what they were talking about before. And it's like, oh, I'm washing my bed sheets. And then Garrett just goes, babe, wake up. By the way, Randy Rosarena is batting. And she goes, the first couple, she was like, what? And then by like the fourth one, she was like, oh, yay. Like, it's just like accepted it.
The dedication
so
that requires to do that. Because, like, think about it. Like, step one, get a girlfriend.
And that's it.
There. I'm out right there.
A lot of us are out on that note. Just unreal dedication by Garrett. Alex Wood back out there. Number 57. I feel like you don't see too many number 57s these days.
Alex Wood, famous left outside linebacker.
Chat seems to be in agreement. Step one sounds like the most difficult step.
Oh, absolutely. Show me a more difficult step in that than get a girlfriend, and I'll show you someone who shouldn't be in this chat right now. Like, I thought it was kind of weird in a couple instances watching Mariners games when Scott Service had the headset on in kind of key moments. And I was like, look, this is cool. And I appreciate you putting the headset on, but is now really the time? Like, just say no.
Yeah. Like I get it during spring training. That's cool. I think it's a cool thing to interview the players while they're on the field and the managers while they're managing. Like for the spring training games, I think that's kind of cool. But like in the World Series, there's no way I'm going to be like, oh yeah, like in any other sport, this would not even be considered.
Imagine
no one would be like, hey,
player.
let's interview Belichick in the middle of the second quarter, bro. That'd be sick.
Well, because Belichick would tear the head off of the person who walked up with the headset.
That's what I'm saying.
But imagine if like LeBron was mic'd up in the middle of basketball game.
Like what?
Okay, well, that would be awesome. But yeah,
it would be awesome.
Absolutely not go for that.
So I just don't know. Am I like an asshole for that? I would 100% decline that. There's no way I'd be like, oh yeah, cool.
I mean, yes, you are, but I don't think you are for that.
Okay, that's fair. No, that's totally fair.
Good.
Evan says, why isn't anyone bunting? To which Garrett, who's famously in the baseball Twitter community known for inventing the stat X grit, says that they have a low grit rating, and that is why there is a lack of bunting. Very reasonable. Very reasonable takes all around. Garrett, I just want people to know Garrett's formula for X-Grid is truly fascinating, and I have been fortunate enough to be one of only several pairs of eyes on the planet that have seen the X-Grid formula, and it's quite intricate and impressive. So believe in X-Grid. And there goes the Rays. That was a very quick inning. Alex Wood is absolutely shoving.
This was Dave Roberts' plan all along. You have to use Tony Gonsolin to set up the Alex Wood. You have to establish the Alex Wood.
Apparently you do. Yeah, Alex Wood now 2 full innings, 20 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no hits, no walks.
So you mentioned Alex Wood, number 57, right?
Yeah.
You want to guess what number 57 led the league in WAR? Like which of the 57s had the most WAR
All
this
time?
season? No, this season.
I don't even know.
I can't even think of a 57 off the top of my
I'm going
head.
to go with Alex Wood.
It was not. It was Shane Bieber.
Oh,
It was number 57.
Don't
There are
tell
actually
me.
quite a few 57s this year.
Future angel Alex Wood. Apparently, again, everyone's a future angel. If you don't know now, you know.
Yeah.
Now Evan is asking for slight insight on the XGrit formula, saying
Let's come up with the formula on his own.
let's say a player
XGrit.
Let's say a player is lazy and doesn't run out a ground ball. How much decrease of XGrid does he get?
Evan essentially coming out and as slyly as possible asking what Manny Machado's XGrid is.
Honestly, I thought it was Bryce
Robinson
Harper right there.
Says.
Garrett says that's well below 100 and honestly makes me mad just thinking about it.
Also makes Jonathan Papelbon mad. Famously choking Bryce Harper.
Choking out Bryce Harper, yes.
Like Jonathan Papelbon, am I right? Hey, up top.
Hey-o. Quinn says if the Rays win this game 1-0, I'm going for a swim in the ocean fully clothed. I'm in Missouri right now, by the way, meaning he is not near an ocean. So.
Like the Mississippi, right? That borders Missouri.
That's a river.
Yeah,
take
but
it to the ocean.
No, wait. Which way does it run?
South,
right? Yeah. So you can
take. So you could end up in the Caribbean.
Eventually.
Or in the Gulf, anyway.
If Justin Turner was still on the Mets, A, how many World Series do they win? And B, how sad would I not be?
0 and still sad.
This is interesting. Evan, notable Mets fan, has now met another person to join him in a pit of misery of being a Mets fan.
It's okay. He's a future Nat. We all know.
I'm a Mariners fan, and I can say with some confidence, imagine being a Mets fan.
I know.
Good Lord. Like, I exist in my own circle of hell, but at least I'm not a Mets fan. Because my pain as a Mariners fan is the kind of pain that is just like, we get it, your team's been really bad and that really sucks. Like, people kind of respect my pain a little bit.
For sure.
But being a Mets fan is just like, you could just not be a Mets fan. Like, you could just stop at any time and it would be over.
XGrid update. Kenyon Middleton with a 24 XGrid plus over the full 60-game year. Next lowest is 70. So Oof. Kenyon, by far the lowest. And the next lowest of 70 does, in fact, go to Manny Machado.
So is this one of the, normal stat where 100 is league average?
Yes.
Is that what the plus is? Okay.
Yes.
Make sure we're on the same page.
I feel as though, based on what I've seen here, that the XGrit formula was designed so that Keenan Middleton would always finish last.
It
just
definitely,
based on what I'm seeing right now,
definitely doesn't help to be named Kenyon Middleton. I'm pretty sure Heaven says Mets have Tim Tebow, though.
That's what you failed. That's what you failed.
The Mariners have Jared Kelenic.
That's what you failed to consider. You failed to consider the bridge building abilities of the Lions.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. One of every Pokemon would beat 1 trillion lions. Because there's not a lion in the world that could bite through a metapod after it uses ardent.
Simply incorrect.
It's not, and we're not.
A billion lions, bro. A billion lions.
Only one lion can bite one metapod.
See, but here's the thing: you are not
die of old age trying to bite through a metapod.
You're not considering the bridge building abilities of the lions.
What bridge building ability of the lions?
They build bridges out of each other,
this, right? So, like Kyogre, right, could just flood the whole planet, and all the lions would die. Unless the lions
they build a
bridges.
bridge out of themselves and don't drown. You're not considering the bridge building abilities. None of you are.
Scott's just not considering the fact that lions are a vastly inferior creature.
False.
It would also just be wiped out by tigers if they lived in the same ecosystem.
Well, that's true. But a billion lions.
I mean, a billion
lions and tigers
eat all the Pokemon.
It's just simply wrong.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
How mad can I make Nick by the end of this 9?
I don't know. You keep talking while I drink this beer, and when I'm done, we'll see what comes out. I can hear Peyton sweating on the other side of the producer chat right now.
Says they are lions, not goddamn Transformers.
You're failing to consider the bridge building abilities. That's all I have to say.
Wait, someone with some animating talent, please add Decepticons against all the Pokemon. I want to see it. Give me Giratina versus Megatron. I want it. My stupid nerd brain wants it. Shout out to Coors. Coors, not a sponsor, but they are sponsoring my happiness right now.
It's a nasty pitch right there for his 8th strikeout.
Blake Snell is absolutely shoving.
Blake Snell is elite to be anything but really good.
And easily the biggest start of his career, by the way. He is absolutely dealing. So they're showing this pizza thing. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, I'm watching that pizza right now too. It made me really hungry.
Okay, so did you notice?
Helped by the fact that there's fried chicken downstairs in my kitchen right now.
Wow, yeah, that's brutal.
It's pretty kind.
Did you notice how when he spread, those were two different pizzas. When he spread the one sauce, it went in a certain pattern, and then when they were putting the cheese on the other pizza, the sauce was in a different pattern. Clearly not the same pizza.
That's the attention to detail you got to have if you're going to make it.
By Fox producers.
Come on, guys.
Shout out to the
Amateur Hour,
sponsored by Indianapolis Jack in the Box. Were you on that one, Scott?
I was. I think I was in chat.
I remember being on that one. I don't remember who I was on with.
I'm pretty sure it was you and Brian, and I was in chat.
Was that one? Was that the just Brian and I one?
Maybe.
That must have been.
The chat is loving the pizza talk.
Oh yeah, pizza conspiracy.
Well, it was because this pizza conspiracy. This is major.
Bronco Dave does not.
This is major news.
Whoever's producing this Gamecast right now should be embarrassed.
The Indianapolis Jack in the Box was that was because we were trying to find the closest Jack in the Box. No, it's because there is no Jack in the Box in the Midwest.
Right.
And there is, obviously, it's a West Coast thing. So there's one like right down the street from where Nick was. And it just happened to be that Brian, who lives in Iowa, and me, who lives in Detroit, both of the closest Jack in the Box to us was the same Jack in the Box that was in the only one in Indiana, and it is in the heart of Indianapolis.
And it's like basically equidistant.
Yes, it was almost the exact same distance from Iowa where Brian is in Iowa to this Jack in the Box in Indianapolis as to Detroit to this Jack in the Box in Indianapolis. And so it sponsored a whole stream because it became the talk of the town. Scott has 99th percentile sauce Z percentage. Yes, absolutely true.
And Snell. Ridiculous right now.
Blake Snell, full count to Muncie. Wow. He strikes out the side again.
9 Ks through 4.
Hey, this Blake
On
Snell
55
kid might be
pitches.
good.
So Blake Snell,
Keep an eye on him.
4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 9 Ks on 55 pitches, and only 1 hard hit ball. That is what we call shoving.
And that is some more hashtag Dodgers tears right there.
Okay, so it's not entirely equidistant from Nebraska City to Indianapolis and then to Detroit. It's there's a couple extra hours.
Okay.
But yeah, the point still stands: is there could definitely be a DD meetup at a random the only Jack in the Box in the Midwest that is.
Yes.
Shout out to the Jack in the Box on. Hang on, let me get this address. 5613 West 38th Street, Indianapolis, Indiana 46254.
There you go. Shout
Right
out,
next to Northwest Plaza, but if you hit CVS Pharmacy, you've gone too far.
Yes.
That's where you turn back right there.
That's where you turn around. If you hit the CVS. We have future Angel Blake Snell, because, of course.
That's future Mariner Blake Snell. Thank you very little.
Then we have Joe calling us out, saying, don't worry, guys, his Cy Young year was an outlier. Then we have Peyton saying Snell exchanged his weed to Cody Bellinger for absolute dominance again. That is true. I believe that happens.
I could see that. Did he also include a slapdick prospect in that deal?
I think probably. That's an all-time MLB Twitter moment.
It truly is.
Some slapdick prospect. And who did that end up being? Who was the slapdick prospect? Who was it?
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was Randy or Rosarena? I know it's not, but like...
Because it ended up being someone like, I feel like relatively...
Xavier Edwards.
Xavier
Edwards, that's right. If I'm Xavier Edwards, I have like a hat or a t-shirt or something that has like slapdick prospect on it. And I wear it like everywhere I go. Like I wear that thing to church.
It's funny too, because then they approached Snell after Edwards was in the system, and he had to Edwards OPS like 800 or 850 or something in single A last year, so they had to approach Snell and be like, is he still a slapdick? And he's like, no, he's not a slapdick.
Oh, Mike Zunino's about to go so yard here.
I like this take. I really do.
It's gonna happen. Like he's about to put a hole in this ugly stadium.
Shout out John Jay on the broadcast. Went 0 for 16 in, I missed what year that was.
Could have been any year. John Jay was never good.
John Jay, rough career.
Could have been any year that the Cardinals just dragged him to a postseason.
Peyton's going after the Angels' heads by saying the Angels are just the Knicks without the history. That seems harsh. That seems a little harsh. Wow, Evan just said Zunino was a bad hitter.
Evan?
Oh my gosh.
Peyton,
major L right there.
Peyton, do the thing. We've discussed this. Do the thing.
Everyone at Laz in banter and asked to fire Evan. Yep. Now we have a war started in the Discord. As Zanino does, in fact, go down strike one out.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stop. We're moving past it.
No question. So just for record, Nick just sent in our website Discord. He added our boss and said, "I want Evan fired immediately with no questions allowed."
Hang on, getting my response ready to go.
Laz
Several
is
people are typing.
Wow. Laz throwing down the hammer by saying, is Evan technically even employed by DD?
That's a question, Laz. You
I
idiot.
said no questions. And now, everyone, please go wake up your significant others.
It's Randy Arozarena time.
Everyone, please go wake up, text, call, FaceTime, push out of bed your significant other, because Randy Arozarena is in fact up.
Hang on, I'm going to delete this email so that I'm the utmost focused on Randy Arozarena's at bat. All right.
WIMO.
Oh, Baez is afraid.
He's absolutely terrified.
The pitching of a man terrified.
Okay, I just got a message from Garrett. And it is, in fact, a text to his girlfriend in all caps that says, "Babe, Randy Arozarena is up."
Hey, Garrett, question for you. And if you answer incorrectly, I will kill you. What's Mike Zanino's X-Grit rating?
Wow. We need
There is a correct answer.
A lot of value in this question.
Because I already know what the correct answer is.
A potential friendship on the line. Yes, Randerson or Rosa Randerson is up. Oh, he doesn't like that strike call. Quinn says, "I better shut up. I'm worried Laz is going to figure out I'm dead weight." Bro, you're fine. If I'm
Imagine being worried about Laz realizing anything.
Just straight up boom saucing all of our bosses.
Just call him out right there.
Fine, he's not watching. What
did you expect?
Randy with the
Could
hit.
anything else have happened?
A nice piece of baseballing by Randy Arozarena. He simply cannot be stopped.
Hashtag Dodger
Also, we
tears.
forgot to mention Alex Wood is not in this game, which I find a very interesting decision, is considering how good he was. And now Pedro Baez, who has been horrible this World Series, is now in the game.
The more pitchers you use, the better.
I do find it
automatically.
Speaking of which, here
comes
comes another one.
So I am surprised that they didn't leave Alex Wood in for longer. He was pitching really well, and I get that they're trying to win this game now, but what they're doing now isn't working.
Well, now they're pulling Baez because Victor Gonzalez is coming in the game, as we are not even through 5 innings, and the Dodgers are already on their 5th pitcher.
Very similar to game
as
2.
As Bronco Dave hits us with the
like
hashtag Dodger bullpen tears.
That is always applicable.
So Mike Zanino with an X-Grit in the 140 to 150 range. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Mike Zanino's X-Grit should be 69,420. And I will be accepting no comments.
Where 100 is league average, he's
69,400.
10,000s.
Quinn says that feels like the 3rd base runner since the 1st for either team. That feels really specific. I don't know how that's a feeling you have, but
He's hooked on that feeling.
It really feels like 9:49 p.m. on a Tuesday. I don't know.
What are you talking about? It's 6:49 p.m.
Yeah, real people time, but not fake time.
West Coast, best coast.
That's an L. That's an L right there.
Absolutely.
Imagine living in an inferior time zone and feeling as though you have to defend it.
That you.
Sounds to me like what you're doing right now.
Brainwashing. Pathetic and sad.
Well, there was a double in the second inning by Kiermaier.
Garrett says the system isn't made to go that high. I had to rewrite the whole algorithm for Bundy after he told me. I actually remember that tweet. There is the tweet where Bundy was about to get pulled, fought for the right to stay in the game, then struck out whoever was batting. I'm sure Garrett knows. And then as was walking off the mound, waved like this to the bullpen and said, "Sit the F down."
Bye game.
And Garrett tweeted the video and said, "This just broke my ex grits."
No, he did not. According to Quinn, Bob Nightingale just called him Babe Arozarena.
No!
He's screwed for Game 7.
His career's over. No!
I'm looking for the proof right now
ever.
because I'm like genuinely terrified.
He did. Baez wins the battle, holds Babe Arozarena to only a single. His career's over.
Maybe that was Bob just telling his wife to wake up because Arozarena was hitting. Joe Buck getting unreasonably excited about a ground ball into the shift right there. That's why you listen to us. So we don't have to listen to that.
Talk about whatever we've been talking about. Who knows?
What have we been talking about? I lost track innings ago.
We've been bouncing around. I just quote tweeted it and told him to delete it right now or else Randy's career would be over. So we'll see.
Ratio him.
I'm just terrified for the day he tweets about like Julio Rodriguez or something and then his leg is going to explode or something. I don't want it.
Yes, Garrett is one of the best Twitter follows in the baseball Twitter community, easily.
Blake Snell is up to a 22.8 WPA for the game. Almost a quarter of a win.
That checks out.
Yeah, plus 22.8 through 4 innings. The crazy thing is, I don't want to jinx it, actually. He's had so much trouble going deep into games, I'm not even going to say anything. But 55 pitches through 4 innings is pretty good.
This is almost exactly where he was through 4 innings last time. Low pitch count. He hadn't given up a hit at that point last game.
True.
So the 5th inning, big test.
Nah, you do deserve that, Garrett. Garrett's an elite Twitter follow.
Imagine having Twitter followers. Must be nice.
That's relatable.
Arozarena already beat every other 2011 Freeze record. If he beats the WPA record, I will cry.
What is the...
Well, it definitely had to be David Freese in that World Series game. I don't know what it was, but it absolutely had to be. I'm sure
for a single game or for a postseason. Which is he talking about?
Well, no, the postseason record is
David Freese got all of them.
Was Brett Phillips.
He's got win probability added for a career, for a season, and championship win probability added for a career and a season. All belong to David Freese.
What is the...
when did they start calculating it?
I think... I'm not sure, actually.
I don't know.
I don't know if they went back.
I mean, they definitely went back, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I'm surprised that, like, Don Larson's, like, perfect game isn't
fair.
For a single game.
Fair. Carlos Correa's 2020, this year, is 10th all-time for a single season in WPA.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm angry for knowing that. Like every time I open up Twitter and I see something, I'm just like, I'm angry for knowing that.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't know that.
Can we rewind time to before when I didn't know that and I could just go on about my life not knowing that?
For real.
I don't blame you, Matthew. I blame Carlos Correa
Yeah.
for
I
existing.
blame Matthew. I blame Matthew. Here comes Will Smith.
Here comes Will Smith.
The infamous Will Smith versus Will Smith at bat that happened in the NLCS.
Which Will Smith absolutely won.
Will Smith did in fact win that battle.
Dominated it. Forever closing the book on which Will Smith is the best Will Smith. That's certainly
Will
a debate
Smith.
that will never be had again.
Yeah, because Will Smith just absolutely won the battle. Why is Blake Snell's chin non-existent? These are the important questions. See, I can't really answer that as someone who also doesn't really have a chin or a jaw at all. I feel like I'm not really in a position to say that.
That looked a lot better off of that.
Oh, wow.
I'm behind.
Why is Blake Snell's chin non-existent? That is a really good question.
Joe says aerodynamics for pitching.
That's the Rays right there at their analytics.
The Rays analytics department gets dudes with no chins or with chiseled chins for aerodynamic purposes.
The Rays are actually just breeding perfect baseballing children.
Yes.
Sometimes they're accidentally drafted by other teams. That's why they have all these trades to pick them up.
Here's the thing, if you don't have a chin as a pitcher, you can't have your jaw broken.
What is
by a comeback line drive?
Okay.
My question is, as Cody Bellinger tries to hit what appeared to be a bee out of the air with his baseball bat.
If that was a honeybee, then I have no choice but to rescind my stand of Cody Bellinger.
My question
is,
been
like a murder hornet.
If Randy Arozarena goes yard after Bob Nightingale calls him babe, is the Bob curse broken?
Absolutely
or is Randy?
No, it's just Randy's too good for it. It doesn't apply to it.
That just means it doesn't
magical
apply
force.
Sure. No, I get it.
If he goes yard, it's because of Randy. If not, it is the curse. It's not his fault.
Absolutely. I agree.
Never forget when Bob Nightingale said that Didi Gregorius trade was, quote, entering the discussion for being better than the Babe Ruth trade. You gotta love Bob. Oh, Evan with the absolute elite boom sauce. What do you mean? What time frame are we talking? Because if baseball was a 1-month sport, Didi would be better than Babe Ruth. The absolute epic Peyton boom sauce right here on national TV.
Take that Babe Ruth sucks with an X.
Yeah, fun fact, Babe Ruth significantly less than Didi.
Definitely an interesting take.
I mean,
what's Babe Ruth going to do? Come back from the dead to hit a dinger in this game? I don't think so. That boom sauce is going to stand.
This is Randy's first true test. He's been coasting by with his natural talent, but now he's facing true evil in Bob Nightingale. Yes, this is his next at bat is truly his biggest career obstacle he'll ever face.
Major league pitching isn't difficult for him, but
no,
the Nightingale curse.
Nightingale curse is difficult for anybody.
Yeah,
that's a fair ball. Wow, Blake Snell is cruising.
I would like to point out that he just went 4 2/3 officially now, and he has yet to allow a run. He is now officially has a better start going than game 2.
So for those people asking for betting advice earlier, I would place your money on a home run right here from Chris Taylor, as we know he likes to fall apart right around now in ball game.
Yes, this is generally when he.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's not even a bad bet, honestly.
Bronco Dave with the hashtag 1-0 Dodger Tears. Beautiful.
Chris Taylor did sting a baseball in his last at bat too.
Yeah. 105. It's the only hit so far.
Yeah, Chris Taylor responsible for the only base runner.
And Joe Buck just pointed out Taylor did homer off Snell in game 2.
And as Ryan in chat points out, he's better than Babe Ruth. So
Yeah, but he's different.
Again, what's Babe Ruth going to do? Come back
Ryan,
and
you're
prove you
different,
wrong?
though, bro. You're different. You're just built differently, I guess. You and Babe Ruth are not the same. You're just different. He's
If
similar.
Babe Ruth
Ruth's
can
similar.
drag his bloated, hot dog-filled, alcoholic butt
Beer
out of the
filled,
coffin, out of the coffin, and prove you wrong, then he's
Horse
entitled.
testosterone.
He's entitled to call himself better than you. But until then, it's Ryan all day.
It is absolutely Ryan. Gotta be. Ooh. To which Bronco Dave responds, "Are you better at sucking?" Just absolute great banter here between Ryan and Bronco Dave.
Let's just cut the stream, and we're just gonna leave the chat window up
Yes.
on your phone screen for you to observe.
I Heat by Blake Snell.
We're gonna hot mic comments. Don't need the baseball game.
Who needs baseball? When you have hot mic comments.
I will say my attempt to watch this game on the official Fox Sports live stream was like 35 full seconds behind you guys for the first. Like I was way behind on a Rosarena's home run, so I moved over to a Reddit stream, and the chat log on this particular stream right now is currently discussing whether or not Blake Snell is a Russian agent.
You love it. You gotta love it. Oh my goodness, Blake Snell. Stays
I
dominant.
will say at this time the consensus is no, but if he was, they wouldn't be surprised.
Blake Snell is good. Jeez.
Matt Boyd is still a Tiger, says Evan.
I mean, that's cool.
It's not wrong.
So
Factually accurate.
Blake Snell, 5 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 9 Ks, and only 1 hard hit ball
How many
on.
pitches?
Get ready for this. 69 pitches.
Nice.
Nice.
Who was it who said that if this game ended 1-0, they would walk out into the ocean with all their clothes
I
on?
think that was Quinn.
That would be Quinn. And
Yeah.
reminder, Quinn lives in the
Missouri.
middle of the country.
About as far from an ocean as you can realistically get.
Snell and Bueller have vaguely similar facial features. Yeah, because neither of them have a chin.
Yeah, but how similar are their badonk-donk features?
That's the important part.
On this
Middle
continent,
of-
Peyton,
I feel like Michigan is Wisconsin. They're all further from.
oh yeah, no, for sure.
'Cause you got
But I mean,
Canada.
you got the Great Lakes, which are basically just small oceans.
We're far from what?
big
What are we
lakes.
far from?
Oceans.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
But you got the Great Lakes, which are basically just small oceans.
Yes. We are
Because
far
everybody
from
knows a
big
big
lakes.
lake and a small ocean are just
The same thing.
the same. Different, but still the same.
The Venn
they
diagram
run up
of the
this
two
kind
is
of
just a
parallel
circle.
line.
Yeah, the Venn diagram would just be 2 circles on top of each other.
Lakes have beaches.
Friendly reminder that lakes have beaches, by the way. And if you don't think so, you're wrong.
The
And
heated topic up in
Furthermore,
Beaches are not exclusive to just ocean fronts. Lakes have beaches, and if you don't think so, you're a dumbass.
and furthermore, a billion lions doesn't beat all the Pokemon.
See, that's wrong though.
No,
you
it's
were
correct.
right.
Okay, but
You
here's
were
the
right
thing,
with
though,
the
is that
beaches
it's not
part.
wrong.
Now
it's
you're wrong.
correct.
No.
I will
See,
hold the microphone closer
you're
and closer to
one
my
for one.
mouth until you concede that you're wrong.
on your last two takes, you're 1-1. I'm 2-0. You're 1-1.
You are decidedly 1-1, and I'm 2-0.
Wrong. Just simply
Yes.
wrong.
No, I'm correct, and you are wrong.
Ooh. Ryan says the lakes aren't that great. He has seen them. It's an
They're cold.
eyewitness account.
Speaking of oceans, do you know that 71% of the world is covered by the ocean as the rest is covered by the Rays defense?
Thought it was just Joey Wendell.
Ryan says, what, the Great Lakes aren't that great? Oh,
Yeah, he's seen them.
they're called the Great Lakes. That's funny.
Yeah, rename them to the mediocre, the Blake Snell's career lakes.
Not including the outlier lakes. All right. Victor Gonzalez goes back out there, so they're not going to go through yet another pitcher. But you have to imagine Gonzalez is going to be expected to go through at least the entire sixth.
I have a new theory that I just came up with.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so my theory is that Bob Nightingale is like the baseball Twitter version of like J.K. Rowling, in the sense that he just like gets like 15 glasses of red wine deep before he starts tweeting. And that's why everything is held and nothing but bad takes.
He is quite the meme.
Although he's not publicly a transphobe yet, so Bob Nightingale greater than J.K. Rowling 8 days a week and twice on Sunday.
True that. Also, we see Gratterall warming up in the bullpen. So it looks like maybe we might have another mid-inning switch here. Gonzalez, a lefty, facing Brandon Lau, the lefty. Maybe they go to Gratterall after this.
Well, he's got to face at least another batter after with the 3-batter rule.
Correct.
One of Manfred's new inventions.
Correct. I wonder
To
if
make the
they'll
games
just-
much longer.
Oh, well, and Wendell is a lefty, right? So
Yes.
it'd be interesting to see if they just let Gonzalez take the inning.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to that Mac Miller lookalike in the middle there.
yeah, for real. Shout out to the other dude that was just a loser.
Oh, look at this Rays kid with the exit velo.
What
His
is
shirt.
Oh, that's
going
great.
on?
That's great. What,
am I looking
the heck?
Was that man alive? What am I looking at?
What is this dude?
Nobody's
He's got a
wearing a
whole
mask.
arm?
What's going on? That's good
Yeah.
grief. Ooh. Shout out to Will Smith's face mask right there.
It's Austin Barnes.
Protecting his chin so he doesn't become. Oh, yeah, excuse me.
If only that was Will Smith.
Protecting him from becoming a Blake Snell lookalike right there.
Yes.
Protecting him from the terrible fate of no longer being Austin Barnes and now being Will Smith.
We have enough Will Smiths already. We don't need another.
Agreed.
If the Dodgers win tonight, the Red Sox doctor deserves World Series MVP.
Is that for Gratterall? Is that the reference? Or is there some
I'm
Mookie?
missing
The
something.
first thing I went to is Mookie, but I'm not sure
Octavius?
I get the
I don't get the reference.
reference for Octavius personally.
He's the reason they have John.
Oh, because he failed the physical.
That's
right. That's right. That went way over our heads. That was good. I like that.
Why isn't Quinn on the cast with insight like that? That's a deep cut.
That is deep. I'm glad. I think resident Angels fan Garrett left the stream, so you won't get him being him being the big sad over not having
Former
Josh.
future.
Well, I'd love
Angel
to know
Jock.
the X-ray rating on the Red Sox doctor.
It's got to be high. I'd have to imagine.
I love Peyton for some reason added foolish baseball in our chat as if like they're actually here.
It's gonna show up in his mentions.
Quinn says Christian yelled at me for making that joke. Quinn, Christian yells at everyone all the time over everything.
Christian yelled at me the other day because I told him he was my friend.
Yes. Christian just has a thing where he has to yell at people at all times, no matter what. So you're fine.
Shout out Jerry the Ballboy. Some screen cap right
number BB.
there. Yes, it's a walk. And
Getting
No
back to
strike
the my stream chat, the Reddit stream chat for my game. Someone felt that as though it was very important to inform everyone else in the chat that their specifically their left foot, smells bad.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
glad they decided to let everyone know.
He felt the need to let everybody know. I felt it needed to reach a larger audience.
You know, I don't mind that. Well, Gonzalez is going to stay in to face Wendell, which makes sense. I'd imagine if Wendell gets on here, then Gratterall probably comes in to get the last out.
for offensive powerhouse, former Tiger, Willie Adames.
Yes, Tigers legend Willie Adames.
Yes.
It's so crazy, too, because he was like one of the throw-in prospects at the time. And then literally within like 8 months of being in the Rays system, he went from a C-level throw-in prospect to a top 50 prospect in all of baseball.
I mean, that's what the Rays do.
I know. It's just, it's nuts. He was literally like not even close to the prize piece of that deal.
I don't understand why people executives still trade with the Rays.
For real.
Like if I'm a GM and the Rays call me about one of my prospects, I immediately hang up the phone and call him up.
Yeah, I'm immediately promoting them. There's no way I'd be like, oh, like they called the Cardinals about a Rosarena apparently 3 different times while he was in the minors.
Yeah, that's got to be a sign. You're like,
come on.
At some
untouchable
point,
at that point.
You got to be like, this dude's going to be the greatest baseball player to ever live.
Well, it's the same thing, too. Like, if you're any team and the Astros call you about a hard-throwing right-handed starter, hang up the phone.
Yeah.
Hang up the phone.
Hang up the phone. It's not hard.
If you're Jerry DiPoto and the Yankees call you about anyone, hang up the phone. Unless it's James Paxton. James Paxton, please come back.
James Paxton.
Please come back home.
I always forget he was a Mariner, honestly.
Mariners legend, James Paxton, the big maple. I want the Maple Grove back in the left field bleachers.
Apparently, they called about Ryan Sheriff before he got Tommy John by surprise and got released. Wow.
Oof. F.
Imagine releasing a player the Rays had asked you about.
Right. Idiot.
The unmitigated balls.
Idiot. Here's the 2-2.
Oh, he's fired up.
Yes, he is.
Do you think he knows his team is still losing?
Get someone maybe should remind him real fast. I'm sure
Nothing,
weirdos
Dodger
on
tears.
Twitter. I'm sure weirdos on Twitter will tweet about how, like act like you've been there before kind of stuff.
Yeah. The Dodgers have never been there, so they got to act like it instead.
Quinn says Cardinals fleece the Rays in the FAM trade. Justin Williams is winning MVP next year, IMO. To which Joe responded, they chopped down the maple grove to fuel the dumpster fire bullpen.
That's correct. That's correct. That couldn't run on just any fuel. That was not natural.
So, we are now through 5. We'll give the important stats here through 5.
5.5.
That's what I meant. 5.5. We have Blake Snell with a ridiculous plus 30.2 WPA in 5 innings of work. Alex Wood plus 9.7. Randy Arozarena plus 7.7. The Dodgers pitchers, there's been so many. It's not even worth really going over. And Snell out here, 5 innings, 1 hit, 9 Ks, no walks, 69 pitches, and 1 hard hit ball.
You can't take him out yet. You really can't. If you take him out and you lose this game, it's your job's on the line.
Yes, absolutely.
He has not faced more than 23 batters in a game in this postseason so far. He's about to face his 17th to lead off this inning. So he's got a ways.
Yeah, he's got some leash left, and I mean the Rays have not been shy to pull, but it's mostly been contingent on pitch count, and his is low. The
expected batting averages for both teams. The Rays at 4 hits with a 184 XBA. The Dodgers with 1 hit tonight, a 131 XBA. Dodgers also have yet to draw a walk. So 1 base runner tonight through 5.
I think you mean Blake Snell has yet to allow a walk.
That is absolutely true. Let's
be clear about who's in the driver's seat right now.
Yes. To be fair, the Dodgers, Tony Gonsolin allowed 2 walks, and since then, they have not allowed a walk either. So he also gave up 3 of the 4 hits. So really, since Gonsolin got pulled, the Dodgers bullpen has only given up one base runner. Blake Snell with 1 hard hit ball given up. Dodgers with 6, and 3 of those were Gonsolin.
This game offensively has come to a bit of quite a standstill.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that. I am perfectly happy to sit here and watch Snell take on an entire bullpen.
I also just love the elimination game, World Series, and any swing can break the game open. Any swing can tie the game.
Yeah, any
winning run is always at the plate, or tying run rather is always at the plate.
Yeah.
Raise up to a 65% game win probability.
Completely due to Blake Snell, who has half of that.
Who has 34.2 on his own. Yeah. Okay. Austin Barnes just squared around to bunt. Now, what am I going to say? Never bunt ever.
But his
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
His X-crit rating, though.
21 combined strikeouts for both teams through 6 innings. We're not even through the 6th, and it's already a World Series record.
1 combined home run.
Nick Anderson warming up in the Rays bullpen now. That's an interesting decision. Incredible regular season numbers, pretty rough postseason numbers.
And very unsteady, to say the least.
So that is
But
very
I still
interesting.
think, he's proven over a longer space that he's your best reliever. Sticking with him isn't the worst idea.
That might be the case, but the Rays haven't been afraid to pull people out of situations that they have been shown not to perform in. I don't know why they would dance around Nick Anderson when they haven't been afraid to come right after the players that they think aren't performing, unless they know something about Nick Anderson that we don't.
Whoa!
That's it.
What?
His day's done. Just like that. He was a single away from his day being done. We didn't even know the whole time.
What the?
Even Snell looks surprised. He's
not happy.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. That wasn't even a
Blake
hard hit
Snell
ball. That was just
pitches an absolute gem. And Kevin Cash was literally already at pitcher's mound before the ball hit the dirt. Before the ball hit the outfield grass, Kevin Cash was already walking out towards pitcher's mound.
I'm shocked.
5 and
I'm
a third,
shocked.
2 hits.
I thought we had at least another full inning of Blake Snell.
That shocks me.
I'm actually like a little bit upset that I don't get to watch any more Blake Snell in this game.
It has to be the fact that the lineup's turning over.
Yeah, third time through, but still. I mean, I guess I see it, but yeah.
That is a very interesting decision. People on Twitter all appear to be shocked for whatever that's worth.
Someone in the this Reddit stream chat asked, "Why does he look so mad?"
I wonder.
Wow, I'm shocked. I'm still shocked. Wow, what? Wow. 5 and a third, 2 hits, 9 Ks, no walks, 73 pitches, and only 1 hard hit ball. Even the single he gave up was 91 off the bat.
Yeah. But like you were saying, this is how they've done it the entire time. So why change that in the playoffs? I get he's dealing, but if that's how you do it, that's how you do it.
Absolutely dominated Mookie Betts this World Series, too.
All right. But in his career, Mookie's hit him well. And, if that's the game plan you have, that's the game plan you have.
Yep.
Yeah, when you're right, you're right. Turning my own argument around against me like that.
Ryan says his chin was getting tired of dragging his entire team.
Or lack of a chin.
When you don't have a chin, the rest of your body has to do like more work to make up for the lack of, because everybody knows the chin is the strongest muscle in the human body.
The chin is the strongest muscle in the human body.
Yes. Welcome to Biology 401.
Your professor.
Forget everything you thought you knew about biology.
Professor Nicholas Evan Tucker.
You want to run that by me one more time?
Wait a minute. When did that happen?
Nick Tucker, a.k.a. Evan White.
When did you do that?
Well, Nick Anderson now in the game with 1 out. And just for the record, Blake Snell against Mookie, Seager, and Turner, 0 for 6 with 6 Ks.
Ooh, wow.
He literally has only struck out Mookie, Seager, and Turner this game.
So, tweet from Cespedes Family Barbecue right now saying, is pulling Snell here the right move? I don't care. It doesn't matter. I just want to see the beyond locked in dude continue to pitch. Yeah. Which as a fan, I agree with. You might not. And well, there goes Mookie.
There goes Mookie Betts.
And there goes the lead.
Unbelievable. How
Oh,
the
no, just
hell
missed it.
do you pull Blake Snell there?
The lead holds, but
Yeah. It's a nice play by whoever that was sliding out there. Was it Adames?
I think that was Wendell going
That
out
was-
there to get it.
That was Tigers legend Willie Adames
Was
that
that
threw the
Adames?
ball
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Is the left fielder's not getting there in time to save that run.
Noted
gets-
boomer Alex Rodriguez tweeted hashtag Rays YYY hashtag World Series.
Oh, if A-Rod thinks it's a bad move, I love it.
Quinn says Snell has opted out of the 2020 season. Wow. That's just.
I have to imagine. I wonder if that was one of those things of like Betts was in the on deck circle and Cash came out to pull him and Betts was just like, wait, really? I haven't hit
Thank
this
God.
guy once all game long and you're pulling him out for me? Like, thank you.
Well, do you walk Seager here? Is that the plan?
He's the hottest hitter on the Dodgers.
Hottest hitter in the series, you could argue.
Smoltz right. I can
Turner
hear
has
Smoltz
been
in my right
phenomenal
ear
as
right
well.
now. I can hear Smoltz in my right ear suggesting maybe just pitch to Turner and try and get a double play.
I mean,
It's not what they're going to do.
I don't know when Smoltz has ever suggested a good idea. So I'm not sure I trust him this time.
Fair enough.
Heck of a first pitch there.
I mean, if he's going to cut, I mean, if Anderson is going to come at Seager with stuff like that for the whole at bat, then they're making the right call. Shifting with runners on second and third.
All right.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, a passed ball. The Rays are absolutely collapsing.
it's going
All
well.
because they took out Blake Snell.
I really wish Blake Snell wasn't wearing that mask right there because I really would like it if John Boy could break down that.
I don't think you need to see his lips to figure out what he's saying there. Not happy.
A terrible time for Mike Zunino's only bad block of the series.
Yeah, that was not good.
Well, Arozarena's just going to have to come up clutch again.
That was a questionable decision by G-Man Choi to throw home there because he was safe by a mile.
Yeah. Mookie's fast. And just like that, down to 5 line outs.
I'm still in shock that Kevin Cash outplayed himself like that.
Wow. I'm in shock, honestly. I'm beyond shocked that the decision to pull Snell is so ridiculous.
Someone on Twitter said, Blake Snell, come to Seattle where Scott Service will have absolutely no idea when to take you out.
I'm so shocked. That was
If this game results in a Dodgers win, I'm almost tempted to do a secondary hot mic cast for the Blake Snell post-game interview.
Quinn says his friend said Snell should have bowered the ball into the outfield.
Yes, that's a fact.
Honestly,
That's
no.
honestly not a bad take.
That's a great take. Ridiculous. Why? I still don't get it. Why are you taking out Snell?
I think another thing to look at here is Anderson in this playoffs has not had it in any game he's pitched in. I think that's a run he's allowed now every game.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Not enough.
That was close.
Wow. Literally at the wall.
I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried.
Can of corn.
Kevin Cash is coming out of the dugout again.
Oh, that worked well last time.
Uh-huh. Didn't it, though? Thank God
Pictures,
Rosarena was there to catch it.
Baseball moments that were followed by disaster.
Nick Anderson getting cut as soon as this game ends.
Oh, boy. Well, a dramatic paradigm shift.
Uh-oh. Crazy development. Bob Nightingale just tweeted, and that's it for Anderson. The hashtag Dodgers with the little LA emoji are 9 outs away from their first World Series since 1988.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Is that enough to counteract the Rosarena tweet?
See, because I think we agreed that just a Rosarena's simple existence was enough to counteract the Rosarena tweet.
Right.
Now everyone in his replies are saying, "Thank you, Bob, Raisin 7."
Oh, boy.
That decision. People are comparing it to the decision to pull Greinke.
Yeah.
I was going to say something, but...
So the final line for Blake Snell, by the way, 5 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 9 Ks.
Final line for Nick Anderson. 3rd inning, 1 hit, 1 run. As many hard hits.
No Ks.
No Ks. And is he still responsible for a runner? I don't know.
No, not at this point. Oh, wait, Anderson? Anderson's responsible for Seager, yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at that WPA. Seager
Ray's asking for a rain check from the Marlins.
Snell threw 73 pitches in his outing, 48 for strikes.
Wow, that Turner flyout was 101 off the bat, 370 distance. It only had a 260 XBA. And it was about 3 feet away from being a home run.
It's a homer in his home stadium, Nats Park, next year.
You know where it's not even close to being a home run? Comerica.
Comerica.
Yeah, for real.
That is a routine fly ball to the whoever the hell we're lobbying out in left field. Kristen Stewart.
You brought Mike Cameron out of retirement.
Hey, we got Daz. It's chill.
We got the reincarnation of Mike Cameron on center field for us.
We have the literal offspring of Mike Cameron.
Time will tell who's better, Daz Cameron or Kyle Lewis.
Daz Cameron, IMO. Wow. Oh. I still can't believe they pulled Blake Snell.
Yeah.
Well, now Aaron Loop into the game.
Future Mariner Blake Snell might be objects in mirror may be closer than they appear.
Very true. Oh, the Rays better win this game, bro.
Please come back and win this game. Please come back and win.
Honestly, it's just for the fact that I don't want the baseball season to be over tonight.
I want Game 7 so
I really
badly.
don't want the baseball season to be over tonight. I would really like one more day of baseball.
And there are rumors that the next season might not even start on time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that.
Yeah. That Corey Seager, whatever, fielder's choice, I guess it technically was a plus 20.4 WPA as a fielder's choice.
I wonder if that included the pass ball that was during his at-bat.
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to.
I don't know how they work that into.
I don't either. But Blake Snell still leads with a plus 29.7.
Which is more than the Rays have currently.
Which is,
in the
yes, the
game.
Rays as a team have 27.8.
That included the pass ball that was during his at-bat.
Greetings.
Oh,
So what's up?
Fourth compatriot.
is up. I'm make sure I'm you guys. Just when you guys come back from commercial.
Quinn says, do you think Robert would be stupid enough to put Kershaw with a one-run lead? I can almost guarantee you Clayton Kershaw will not pitch tonight.
Do it.
Well, yeah, if Clayton Kershaw pitches tonight, it's because the Rays blew up for a 35-run inning in the eighth,
Right, yeah.
and they need someone to close.
It would be because, like, a mass assailant went through the Dodgers bullpen and literally killed everyone, and he's all they have left.
And they didn't postpone the game for some reason.
Right,
Mass
decided
assailant
to keep
is actually Kevin Cash.
It's his master plan all along.
There's absolutely no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no.
What happened, y'all?
Oh, you know.
I'll go away from my TV, and I mean, not a comfortable lead, but we have a lead. I mean, not we, obviously not we. There's no rooting.
Notable
We can't-
Yankees fan now claiming the Rays, just so we're all aware.
What can I say? Yeah, so the Tampa Bay Rays have the lead when I leave, and then I come back, and for some reason, Blake Snell's out of the game. I understand the third time through thing, but
Against Betts, Seager, and Turner.
it's fair.
He was
This-
over 6 with 6 Ks.
Yes, but his numbers are worse three times, third time through, and Mookie Betts is the second best player in baseball. So
Sure.
what happened earlier may not. I don't think that Kevin Cash is the most analytical manager in baseball, so I don't think that.
But Nick Anderson has been horrible
Well,
all
Nick
postseason.
And it's not Nick Anderson has years of stature to back him up.
I don't get it. Well, that'll bring out Gratterall.
Do we see one of those 3-inning closes to the World Series that we've been seeing the last couple years?
I would imagine not in this case. He's going to get Adames, Kiermaier, and the GOAT, Zunino. Tigers legend Willie Adames.
Followed by another 2 goats in G-Man and Rosarena.
Yeah, we actually, the 3 GOATs are all lined up after each other. This could be really interesting. Zunino, Choi, or Rosarena.
So if the Dodgers get to the top of the 9th, who closes it out? I mean,
I think what's his
Kershaw?
face?
My heart, but
Not Kershaw.
do they trust Jansen?
No,
Trinan?
I think it's
no.
I
It's
think
not
it's
Trinan.
I think it is.
I would
There's
have
no
him
chance it's Trinan.
solely because of
I
25.
absolutely think it's Trinan.
I don't think they put Jansen in.
There is
There's
zero
no way
chance
it's
Trinan gets in this game with a fewer than 3-run lead.
There's
Well,
no
who
way
does?
Jansen's coming out with a 1-run lead.
There's
After
no
his
way.
postseason
And it's certainly not going to
performance.
be.
There's literally no. And if he
J.
does it, then Dave Roberts is
Kevin Cash.
would
Well,
just
it's certainly
become
not
one
going to
of
be
the most
Joe Kelly.
ridiculous.
Honestly, better than the other options at this point.
I don't necessarily think that's true.
Put
A
in the
vote for-
big ginger.
Vote for Dustin May.
Urias started game 4 and hasn't pitched since, so maybe that's not a bad call.
It's possible.
Well, who's lined up for tomorrow?
Bueller.
Then I would probably guess he's been their best reliever, if you can call him a reliever. Yeah, I mean he's like the guy because you're gonna trust Bueller to give you some innings tomorrow. So
That Kiermaier line out was almost 99 off the bat with a 440 expected batting average.
Here comes Ofer,
Oh, they almost just hit him. Watch yourself. Nick will be in Texas so fast, bro.
I will. I will be there, and I will be violent. And the backwards Texas laws will protect me.
Yes.
So it's Urias in the bullpen. So I don't know if that's for 2 or.
I'm going to guess he's going to go for 2. That would be my guess.
I really would agree with that guess because I don't know.
I think he's a lefty, right?
Yeah, he's lefty.
Yeah.
I think they bring him in if Gratterall doesn't get Zunino here for Choi and then rest of the game.
That's probably fair.
And there it is. His first hit, the World Series.
Mike.
You love
The
to see
GOAT.
it.
Zanino. What can't he do? And that brings up GOAT number 2.
Boy!
G-Man 416 Choi.
Setting the table.
With 2 outs, he is setting the table.
Show some respect.
He's got McGee in the bullpen. Also,
It looks as if they're having a mound visit. Roberts is coming out.
Yeah,
I just chat with.
call him out.
Yep, there he goes.
Yeah, there we go.
And there he goes.
That was a little fist bump as he lets the tying run get on base.
Nice job, bro.
We'll be right back during this pitching change. Hang on.
Are you guys all on the same stream?
No.
I'm just a little behind.
Matthew's ahead of us. Nick. And I.
Hit to like 10 seconds after.
I've been ahead most of the time, but some of the times they'll react to something before I see it for some reason. So I don't know how that works.
Beauty of Shredder.
Our inning today is number of letters in I can't even see. Does it say Bentley?
What?
That's our inning. Top of the
Number of letters in Bentley. Ah, the 7th. Yes.
Yeah.
It is the top of number of letters in Bentley here in Texas.
I'm excited for if we get to Game 7 tomorrow. What he pulls out for
Oh,
that
gosh. That's true.
7-7 tie in the 7th inning of Game 7.
Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. To be honest.
Hashtag the Devil Rays. Seek a blessing from Babe Ruth.
Of course.
Good call, Bronco Dave. As always.
Bronco Dave with the classic. Well, he's going to hit us with the hashtag Dodger tears. That's at some point, I would imagine.
It's trade.
2/3, allowing that 2-out hit.
Is Urias the 2-3rd?
Here we go.
Former top prospect.
Oh yeah, he's easily one of the best international free agent prospects of our lifetimes. Honestly,
Many people would call Julio Urias a bust.
Oh, so they're
was coming.
pulling Choi
He-
here for
He
Diaz.
got 2 innings, you know.
and here comes Diaz, bicep legend.
That Zunino
Bicep
hit.
bigger than my thighs.
That Zunino hit had an expected batting average of 910.
Atta baby.
Bicep Diaz, baby.
Lurking on deck. The man himself.
True terror.
True terror.
Yeah, sorry about my dog in the background.
Hashtag rally dog, everybody. Hashtag rally dog. Matthew Penn's rally dog.
If it works, it works.
Do I need to go get my dog?
We so you guys know how to make those the post game videos for the Tigers, right?
Yeah.
The Instagram,
Familiar.
yeah, the Instagram account that like posts them. The guy put the stream on his Instagram, and that has like a couple thousand followers. So we got a huge influx of viewers now on YouTube,
Heck yeah.
which is kind of cool.
On YouTube?
Yeah,
Check
the YouTube chat just says shades on several times now. leaving my mark.
Shades on when a Rosarena gets up this inning.
Yes,
Diaz gets on.
leaving my mark on the world. One pair of sunglasses at a time. Good eye by Diaz there. Woo-wee. Uh-oh. 10 minutes ago, someone tweeted Kershaw is stretching in the bullpen.
No way.
Oh,
Let's do it.
please do it, honestly. Honestly, please do it.
And there he is, the umpire that doesn't know the strike zone.
Yep.
You hate to see it.
Oh, no way.
That's a brutal call to end the inning. I bet Gratterall loved it.
better is Clayton Kershaw closing it out. That's the only thing that could just put the cherry on top.
Wow. That's tough. Well,
So we will have Randy leading off in the next inning, 8th inning,
yep.
and
We'll have to
gotta
go
make
shades
sure it's
on.
tying run.
Wow. This is going to get very interesting here, the chess match for the rest of the game.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
So Brett Phillips is into the game for the Rays for Zunino. He was, I guess, a pinch runner there. I didn't notice that.
Massive L.
Magically, for Brett Phillips to be up as the final out in the top of the ninth inning, and not, I don't know. I'm going to,
And not get out.
basically.
Imagine taking out the second best player in the league.
They actually brought in
Brett Phillips.
Perez. They brought in Perez for Phillips. Disappointingly,
Yeah.
according at that, which is sad.
Wonder when we see a Renfroe appearance with lefties likely to finish out the game for Dodgers. It's a big bat you have in a one-run game.
Probably not till Kiermaier. Wants to do for Meadows, which would be very.
Right.
I would probably stay away from that.
I would imagine Meadows would come in for Margot. Or
No,
Meadows is already in.
Renfroe.
right?
Renfroe would come in for Margot. Especially being that, I mean, Margot is a righty too, but Renfroe is a righty as well. So you can do that and then hide him in left field or right field or however you want to do it.
I mean, he's not a bad defender. So it's not like you're hiding him out there. Might be worse than, the rest of the Rays defense just because they're so good.
Fair.
But
Fairbanks is in.
Pete Fairbanks.
Wide-eyed Fairbanks.
Looks like
he's already
his
scared.
mother just found his bong Fairbanks.
He just came out of the bathroom and his girlfriend is holding his phone, Fairbanks.
YouTube chat says Snell's got to demand a trade. Man, I feel sick for him.
Middle of World Series Game 6.
Could you imagine? He just goes to the clubhouse, goes straight up to the front office, and goes, "Get me out of here, man."
He just goes into his bag and gets his phone and texts his agent.
For real.
Get me out of here.
They wearing his agent's company's hat like Garrett Cole last year.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going 4 outfield.
One man on the right side of the infield.
The way this game is gone for Kevin Cash, there's about to be a base hit up in the right side.
Little blooper into shallow right. That's a double.
A ground ball that somehow makes it to the wall in right center field.
Yeah.
Nope, it won't be that.
Oh, jeez.
Just barely keeps that in the park.
All of a sudden, the Dodgers remembered they're a good baseball team. They can hit.
Well,
Just quite unfortunate.
they just...
It's almost like it's easier to hit against people that aren't Blake Snell.
Appears so.
Tell Avila to hit up the Rays. Yeah, something tells me that's not happening. And if he did, we would get fleeced. It would be like Snell for Mize Manning Scooble. Like we would get absolutely
Daz Cameron.
fleeced. Yeah, it would
Daz
be
Cameron thrown in there as a sweetener.
as just a little sweetener. Yeah, there's no way we'd come out of that trade winning it. Absolutely no way. Not a chance.
Here's postseason bust. Cody Bellinger.
Notable. Andrew Horwath says notable postseason bust.
Get your ats ready.
Though he has been 3 of 21 in this World Series.
Don't know what
Not
you're talking
ideal.
about, Matthew.
Yeah. That's paint right there. I like this comment. Anyone whose Twitter @ ends with world is invalid.
Yeah,
That's a W, I think.
it is a massive W.
Can't argue. Try to go back there.
Well, yeah, tried to hit that corner again. They're all just tall, lengthy white dudes that throw gas, so it's not like he ain't got the stuff.
He's there for a reason.
It's just a matter of location.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, very good pitch. Very, very, very good pitch.
Third baseman
what
catches
is
it
that?
400 feet away from home plate.
Yeah,
No,
good.
Wendell called off Rosarena.
Randy did not look very happy at that one.
I mean, that is
That's
absolutely.
definitely Randy's ball.
Well, he
Like
broke on it.
203 feet. And the
Wendell
third
got
baseman
there
caught it.
He definitely broke on it late, but still, I mean, it seems like Rosarena was at least not even like 5 feet away from it when Wendell went.
The outfielder always has priority over an infielder on a fly ball.
Yes, sir.
Stable of 98. Yeah, stable of 98.
Man.
Where did that miss?
It's a
That was
makeup
just
for the
horribly received. What that
Yeah,
was.
a makeup for the ball he called a strike against the Rays in the
No,
top of
that's
the
That's
not-
what you get for taking Mike Zunino out of the game.
That's
Is
just
what that was.
100% the catcher's fault. That was horribly received.
Right.
All right, we have people asking the fandom of everyone on this call. So obviously, I am the. Okay, I thought Chris said there was a yard mid combo there. I am the Tigers. Unfortunately, Adam Koplik is the Yankees. That's very sad. He's a really good kid. He just is a little misguided. Matthew Penn, notable Nationals fan Matthew Penn, quite literally his name on our website, and Nick Tucker, as you can see by the jersey and the cutout of himself behind him, and the helmet. He's just got and the Seahawks there. It's really just all Mariners everywhere in that shot there.
My webcam could reach, I'd show you the literal bookshelf full of framed family photos, bobbleheads, signed baseballs. There's a lot of Mariner stuff in here.
There you go.
You got the newspaper from the World Series last year back.
Oh,
we have the
crap I give right about here.
With hit him with the Dinkelberg meme.
Sure.
Maybe that's what I need to do for the Rays to win this game. I have a plan. I'm gonna be gone for 20 seconds at the end of this half inning.
All right. I'm putting my faith in for this win now.
Trust me.
All right.
I got this.
All right. He's confident.
I got
confident.
Guys, I got this.
And I respect that.
Go back to sleep. I got this.
I respect it. I love the confidence.
Oof.
Wow, what a pitch.
Fairbanks just embarrassed.
It really is amazing how many Rays were just. And Fairbanks was DFA'd, I think, by Texas. Anderson was DFA'd by Miami. Just these guys who were like no one wanted. And they're dominant. I mean, Fairbanks is a dominant pitcher.
Yeah. Pre-postseason, Nick Anderson
at
a .5 ERA.
postseason. Nick Anderson's the next postseason Kershaw.
Yeah, but you
Anderson
won't
will-
hate him. You won't hate him as much.
The man on the visit.
He's got to chat for a sec. You gotta have a little chat.
He's probably letting Fairbanks know that you have got it handled.
Yeah, he's getting, hey, yo, I just got off the phone with Nick Tucker. He told me that he's got the situation handled. Just kind of chill. He says he's putting the team on his back and he's got it in the bag.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It says call your wife, tell her you'll be home early tonight.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
The focus on the production team of Fox there to put a camera on both managers in that moment, I really like, because I mean that is really what it's come down to at this point, is who can out manage right here.
Yep.
I mean, it's the players on the field, but these guys like now have to orchestrate it all.
Who can avoid making more managing mistakes at this point?
The one with both of them with track records of poor decisions in the past.
Right now, it's about Robert 0, Cash -1.
Yeah.
And umpire may or may not be on the Dodgers payroll right now.
Yeah, that one wasn't even poorly received. That was just a bad call.
What the hell?
That was a properly received pitch.
Okay, I know
Maybe
Jock
a bit
Peterson
exaggerated, but
is going to be a Tiger within the next 2 months, but you got to call that a strike.
future Marlin Jock Peterson.
That's a good call. I like it.
Future Detroit Tiger Jock Peterson.
I think I saw coming into this game, missed calls by the umpires had resulted in an average of plus 2.5 runs for the Dodgers total.
This
Wow.
series,
And
wow.
and run expectancy.
I mean, like
So they'll
we talk
finish
about
the walk.
We talk about the hit, but we don't. I mean, there were 2 fully missed calls before the Brett Phillips walk-off.
Yeah.
I mean, those were both fully balls that changed that at bat. Obviously, Phillips ended up with a hit, and we're all grateful for those missed calls. But I mean, that could have been a series changer for sure.
Well, here we go. Austin Barnes, 2 outs.
With the game on the line. Pete Fairbanks versus Austin Barnes for the
whatever.
Our audio is not working. Which is always good.
No need to hear.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, I think it's working. Woo, we're back. All right, let's try.
We back and we booling.
Straight up booling, bro.
2-2 count, 2 outs, 2-1, 2-1 game.
One will be caught. All right.
There we go.
All right.
Randy up as the tying run.
Andy up to lead off the 8th as the tying run. Things you love to see.
That is at the top of this.
Matthew, you know what else I love to see?
What is that?
Your mother. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, no!
Just a drive-by boom sauce.
He hits him with the boom sauce mid hot mic. Absolutely.
On national broadcast.
On national TV.
Ridiculous.
Just absolutely
In front
boom
of
sauce.
millions of people.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that I just got away with that.
In front of millions of people. What do you have to say for yourself?
Honestly, you're asking.
I mean, I feel great about it.
I feel like I shouldn't show my face in public again. Though.
Just absolutely ridiculous.
Quinn says if Randy ties it, he's moving to Antarctica.
Well, he doesn't have to swim in the
Somebody-
ocean anymore because
Somebody pinned that.
If Randy Rosarena ties this game with this at bat, I will literally breathe.
Whoa. Oh.
I can't say.
Dangerous right there.
Bro, I will literally drink water.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Don't think I won't, too.
It's hydration season, everybody. Seriously, drink water. Remember to vote. That's all I
Everyone
got.
vote and drink water, please. Cop is not an American. He's not voting.
It's American.
No, not voting, not American. Sorry.
John Prince
Famous Russian sleeper agent.
John Prince is really not American.
did not vote in the U.S. presidential.
You live in America and are choosing by choice not to vote.
Of your own will.
You totally have the ability to, and you're just not.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, Nick. What are we doing here?
Jeez.
Oh, it's an Ichiro jersey. I respect that.
Ooh.
I like it sitting on the Russell Wilson jersey.
Yep, there's the Russ jersey. Now, the question has to be asked. Was Ichiro a better Yankee or Mariner?
I mean, that's a real question we posed. I mean,
I know. You gotta wonder.
okay. He what was the
Did you switch jerseys?
Yeah, I switched jerseys. That was my big grandiose plan.
Okay, so it went from Ichiro to who?
Edgar Martinez.
And the shades.
Martinez?
I got shades for Randy.
Indoor shades.
I do not wear shades.
Yeah, these are polarized. I can see just fine.
You also look sick, so.
Correct.
Evan says the team Ichiro was best on was the Marlins. How do you feel about that?
What an immaculate L.
3,000 played with the Marlins.
Yeah.
He
So
also
his
pitched for the Marlins.
his
He did.
3,000th hit
Marlins.
was with the
He was
Marlins. So that was
He
his
was
best.
notably a better pitcher for the Marlins than he was for the Mariners.
Interesting take. Randy Anderson, Rosa Anderson, notably legend.
Both names.
Notably good at baseball.
Notable legend.
Got to that one.
Ooh. Just.
Oh, damn it.
I really thought for a second off the bat that was like
I
the
thought that was Gapper.
same spot
Yeah.
that he hit that home run with too. Was just
Hold
off
it
the
too
plate,
much.
outside, a little high in the zone.
5 outs away for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Get Bob Nightingale to tweet it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're gonna do emphasize how many outs away they are from losing.
Just
like-
really every time the Dodgers record an out, just tweet the requisite number.
Hunter
That
Ren-
was 105 off the bat.
105
630.
with a
630
630 XBA. Renfro is in for Margot, and he will absolutely do nothing with that opportunity.
Thank you, Renfro, for your effort in this game.
Thank
Wait,
you
we're
for
out.
being Walmart Mike Trout, you absolute loser. Okay.
It's the playoffs.
Just an
Walmart
absolute
Mike Trout,
man,
just
Mike Zunino.
56 off the bat.
Garrett says was on FaceTime with girlfriend and said Brandy is up, hold on, just for him to break me. Really sad stuff.
It's a good thing you were on the phone with your girlfriend, and she could probably help, kind of ease those feelings a bit.
Not have you be broken.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's not
Emotional
okay.
support.
There's still going to be Randy Arozarena to go around next year.
Kevin
Hopefully.
Cash to the
It won't be the
guillotine
same.
is an interesting take that I think a lot of people agree with currently.
I think there's some Rays fans right now that are probably have a very similar sentiment. I'm sure that zoom in on Blake Snell's face leads me to believe there's at least one.
Not even a
At
fan,
minimum.
just within the organization.
She's a Dodger fan. F.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's just tough. That's just tough.
Scott, does Julio Urias's goggles count as shades on?
No. Because he hits
Those
women.
are shades.
These are facts.
He's a DV, so no, they don't count. Way to stay alive, Brandon Lyle.
Did we miss it? They're 4 outs away. Only 4 outs. Okay? Just 4. It's not that, right? 4.
That is the correct number.
It'd be a shame if they gave up a run before getting 4 outs.
It would be
though.
a shame. Yeah, it would be a real shame if we just kept pointing out the number of outs they are away until it eventually works. 3. Look at that. They're 3 outs away. My goodness. They're only 3 outs away. Joe Buck pointed it out. That's something. They're only three outs away, everybody.
Taking bets for how long it takes for Blake Snell to request a trade on a COD stream.
I'd say under 24 hours.
I give it 11 days.
Well, due up for the Rays is Margot, Wendell, and Adames, and there is no one, I repeat, no one warming up in the Dodgers bullpen.
So did I
sacked
hear
him.
Kershaw's up in the pen? Is that
You did not. You are
John
deaf.
Cena is up in the pen.
You just hear. Da, 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 da,
Da, da, da, da.
John Cena's. Oh no! It's John Cena.
He has
He
unfair
glides into
advantage.
pitch
He's
mound
invisible.
Like Keith Bell. Oh man!
Breaks a
That'd be
bat
hilarious.
and Mookie Betts' his head.
That is an interesting question. Do you think the pitcher being invisible is an unfair advantage? Because you could see the ball through him.
You could get
So-
the grip then, no matter what. You literally
Yeah,
couldn't hide the ball.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
You
not.
can't see the grip though because you just see the ball.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
You can't see the grip.
And it like moves in
All
a
he
circular
is
motion as he
fingers.
warms up, as he winds up, and then it releases at you.
well, you can see through like the,
Right.
like the arm motion.
You can see the glove too.
Not unless you're like who.
I wouldn't wear a glove.
Well, I mean, if that's true, I wouldn't
Really?
either. But if
I wouldn't
if
wear a
your
glove.
set
No
position
way.
is like up here in like your throwing motion,
He could also bulk all he wants.
I would
that is a
100% pitch
Like
completely
move 2 steps
naked.
forward.
I would pitch completely naked with no glove.
you're You're going
Wait.
with the translucent from the boys
So it's
method of
literally
invisibility.
What if you have to
it's
cover
literally
first base?
just a floating baseball.
Yeah.
No
Who's your
hat,
first baseman gonna hit if you have to cover first base?
bro.
Okay, you wear
Trust,
absolutely
trust.
nothing except a hat.
No, I
You wear
wouldn't.
a hat.
No,
and
I
you have
wouldn't
to
You
wear a
catch
leave
it
a
hat.
when you
No,
glove.
take that
you know
off.
what I do? I'd leave
Leave
the
a glove
hat.
next to the mound, and you pick it up if you're going
Yes,
over to
and then I
first
pick
base.
it up and run, and I pretend like it's a glove, and that's what I use. Yeah.
Or you get experimental surgery to put webbing in between your toes, and then anytime a ball gets thrown at you, just catch it with your foot.
That's a great take.
That's my big idea. Problem solver.
Also, stay a couple steps ahead of the mound.
Yeah.
You gotta
Just
keep
say
the
you have
ball.
a long
You
wind
gotta
up
keep the
like
ball
it.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I just run up to like 3 feet in front of home plate and just whip it.
Have the other invisible guy stand in front on the mound with the ball.
Some dude's talking shit. I'm just gonna walk up and punch him in the face. He won't even know. Charge the mound on me, bro. Try.
Hey, the coach comes to take you out of the game. He can't take the ball from you if he can't find you.
Yeah.
If you just
Simply
put the ball down,
walk
you
away.
won't know if you're on the mound or in the dugout.
If you just swallow the baseball, boom, now the baseball's invisible. Coach can't take it from you. Problem solver.
Just simply eat. I don't know why people aren't thinking of this.
I've ripped to people that get pulled out of games, but I'm different.
I am different.
Wait, so what's your strike zone if you're batting? Like,
Infinite. Everything's a strike.
Honestly,
wouldn't it be the opposite?
Why did Blake
Nothing's
the baseball when Kevin Cash tried to take him out?
What?
Why did Blake Snell not eat the baseball?
Oh,
Cash tried to take him out. It's a simple question, Nick.
yeah, just
he's
eat.
just
eat the
built similar. He wouldn't have thought of it.
I'm gonna start going into Blake Snell's Twitch streams and just have, only comment "eat the baseball forehead" until I get banned by his mods. Mookie Betts,
No.
Mooktavious Betts.
Mooktavious.
That's so unfortunate.
And that'll be
That
a boom
kind of
sauce.
yikes.
Noted player who did not put the ball in play against Blake Snell.
Notable 0 for 2 with 2 Ks against Blake Snell. Mooktavious Betts the fourth.
Has now scored 2 runs.
Has now scored 2 runs and hit a homer against players not named Blake Snell.
Crushing.
Here's a fun fact. In this game, before Mike Zunino was taken out, Mooktavious Betts the fourth was 0-2, and since then he's 2-2.
Really crazy stuff.
Yeah, crazy stuff. This is all Mike Zunino.
Evan
Everybody's-
says payroll flexibility still better.
Yeah, correct.
It's a good take.
Everyone knows it.
Got below the luxury tax, baby. Al Steinbrenner would be very proud.
What is it with Fox and showing Dodgers fans who aren't wearing masks?
I've been wondering that for the entire
It's like their
playoffs.
favorite thing to do.
Playoffs, who in the production crew thinks it's in any way appropriate to show all these fans that aren't wearing masks?
According to reports, it's 75% of people are. So why not just show them?
Well, also that is devastating because that number is way too low.
It is absolutely too low, especially with the thousands of people that are there.
I think it's overestimating how many are wearing it, and it is lower than it should be anyway.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Mookie Betts.
Oh no.
What?
Apparently it is going down in the Diamond Digest Discord as athletics fan Callie is defending the move to pull Blake Snell.
Oh,
I don't really want to walk in on that, so we're just going to stay here.
Pressing X.
We're going to press X to doubt, and we're just going to chill.
Mookie home run had a 1,000 XBA.
You know, that's okay.
That's decent.
I mean, that's
I'll
fine.
play.
107 off the bat, 434. So that's a bomb. That's like way over in dead center of Comerica.
Get Clayton Kershaw, coward.
That'd be so sick, honestly.
If they can tack on a couple more runs, like
Oh, there he is.
like a
He's
seven-
tossing the ball.
He's
Gotta
playing
do it.
catch with himself, guys. He's coming in. That's what that means.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's pull Pete Fairbanks. He's at 30 pitches, just gave up a nuke, and now missed the strike zone by 10 feet.
Scott,
But
you
no,
have to-
Blake Snell's the one that needs to be on a short leash.
He's
No,
on
but you
30 pitches. What are we doing?
You can't burn your pitchers for tomorrow, obviously.
You'd rather
Pitching
leave a pitcher in
availability
too
for
long.
tomorrow better.
Diego Castillo.
Cash's philosophy is he'd rather leave in a pitcher too long than take him out too early, and he showed that all game. So
I'll tell you what, Kevin Cash is a fantastic man. He's going to get a lot of hate, and it's all deserved. I mean, and the man, and I mean, jeez.
okay, so if the Dodgers hold on, who's your World Series MVP?
Corey Seager.
That's got to be Corey Seager.
Seager over Kershaw?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll give it
for
to
me.
Kershaw.
I think they'll give it to Kershaw, but I think that would be incorrect.
They'll give it
Yeah.
to Kershaw just because it's
Does
You know.
anyone does anyone not want Clayton Kershaw to get this World Series MVP though?
I
To see them win.
I mean, I think
want
in
the
a
Rays
perfect
to win
world
this
where the
series.
narrative is beautiful and cohesive and everything is one giant story all knitted together to bring it to this moment where Clayton Kershaw wins the World Series MVP in a shortened 2020 season, then yeah, I want Clayton Kershaw to win it. But I also want the people that are perhaps more deserving
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
that's
to
fair.
earn the award, and I think Corey Seager's more deserving to earn the award.
Ryan Yarbrough getting up.
Also, Seager won NLCS MVP, right?
Yes.
yes.
I'm gonna put them both. Not a question, but I'm not gonna do the research to answer. So, all right.
Let's see.
It's just out there.
Bumgarner won both in 14. Freeze won both in 11. Hamels in 08.
Actually, not.
Sandoval's bum ass didn't win both in 12.
Was Cody Ross the 2012 NLCS MVP? Or was it 20?
Yes.
That's it since 2000. Just those.
Or Ross might have been
Four?
10, I think, not 12. But yeah.
I think 10 was like Ross, and then crap, it was like a third baseman.
Marco Scudero?
No, I think he was 12.
I block out the 2012 Giants team from my memory. I can't help you.
That's not.
Scudero won NLCS MVP in 2012.
Who won the World Series MVP in 2010?
In 2010?
Yeah.
Edgar Renteria.
Edgar Renteria, Tigers legend.
Edgar Renteria. I was trying
He
to-
also hit the walk-off for the Marlins in 03. Famous walk-off there. Also, really actually was a best part of his career was with the Cardinals. He was a very good Cardinal.
You mean the walk-off against the Yankees?
I don't know. Is that where the walk-off was against? Sure.
Wasn't
Walked
that-
off in the postseason as the Marlins.
Three
Wasn't
players won World Series MVP in 1981.
Well, that's stupid.
they all on the same team?
I assume so. Actually, I don't know, but I assume so.
To give the MVP to multiple people.
Only once have multiple players won since. That was Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson in 01.
Just choose one.
1997 Game 7 World Series was
Oh, 97. I think
Edgar Renteria walk-off. That was the single up the middle.
yes. I was going to go.
And the 13th? Oh, that's a different Renteria.
If Kershaw pitches, it's him, according to Quinn. Well, I don't think he's going to pitch.
Pitches tonight? Well, that's just not happening.
You
We
played
need
yourself.
you guys need to stop pretending like Clayton Kershaw is not coming into this game, everyone. I promise.
But, like, maybe.
No, that is not happening.
The only
Literally, unless the entire bullpen dies in the next inning, it's not happening.
only hope for Kershaw to pitch again this series would be a Rays comeback and then Kershaw coming in for relief for Bueller.
Yes, that is the only chance.
A time traveler teleports into the Dodgers bullpen, axe murders every single one of them, and then when asked why, he said, "Trust me," and then time traveled back to the future.
He had a tinfoil hat on.
He said, "Trust me, you'll understand when you're older.
He said, "Trust, bro."
Trust the process."
He said, "Blue sauce and trust," and then just went back into his house.
He said hashtag Dodger tears and then teleported back.
Ryan Yarbrough. Did they make a pitching change mid at bat? Or
No.
Notable game 4 starter, Ryan Yarbrough.
no, they did not.
5? What game did he start? Quinn says Kershaw's up in the pen. I'm not sure I believe that.
He's always up in the pen, whether he is or not.
He's
He's
been
in a constant.
pen
He's in a constant state of warming up in the pen.
3 innings.
He was standing up inside of the bullpen, which may be.
Well, he's in a sweatshirt and holding a
He
base.
is standing up in the bullpen.
He's not warming up. Peyton just said Mr. Scott.
What a play. Beautiful double play
That's
turned
two.
by the Rays.
That's a big double play there.
That's 2.
Look at the blast, baby.
Oh, here
Just
we
a
go.
bloop and a blast.
Looping blast. Get it
I'm
to
really feeling like Tigers legend Willie Adames is winning this game.
get it to Arozarena. He's only 7
That's
batters
just
away.
not happening.
So Meadows got hit for
Renfro hit for Meadows. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I'll
They
go
should have let Meadows get out and kept Renfro for when he would have gotten a hit.
for Wendell. Honestly. All right, well, Brousseau would most likely hit for Wendell.
Brosco is definitely coming in for Wendell, I'd imagine.
Manuel Margot. And Mike Brousseau with, after having the biggest hit of home run of his career,
Oakland University legend Mike Russo, actually, to you.
undrafted free agent.
Who is left on?
What, Matthew?
I'm looking at who's left on the Rays bench. It's
Well,
It's
let's-
Brousseau and Suzuka. That's it.
Yeah, and catcher, yeah.
so
They don't have a catcher left.
No. Brousseau could hit for Kiermaier if they wanted. I mean,
I doubt
Suzuka left or right?
Lefty.
Zanino's a righty.
Suzuka.
Nino's out of the game.
Oh,
Suzuka
right. I know.
Suzuka's a lefty.
Yes.
would not have him coming in there with Scenario or Curiosity.
I'd say Wendell. Right, he's up.
It's probably Brousseau for Wendell.
Yeah.
I would imagine Brousseau for Wendell makes.
I was talking
He's scorching out 111, 328 average OPS in the World Series.
Keep sleeping, Matthew. Keep sleeping.
Got to slander him real quick so he homers.
For real.
about does not matter. You got 3 outs.
The Rays are likely going to end this game, assuming mayhem doesn't occur, which is always possible with the Rays. But assuming this stays, the Rays will have ended this game with a higher XBA than the Dodgers, but will lose by 2 runs.
That's what you get for taking place.
John Morosi has tweeted saying that Julio Urias is staying in for the 9th.
Yeah. I don't even think they have anyone else warming up.
Yeah.
Really, very.
Evan says Kershaw should pitch.
Many are saying. I would agree. Here we go.
All right. Dodgers are 3 outs away.
3. First World Series since '88. Right?
All they got to do is get 3 outs
Get
before
World
2
Series.
runs.
This one's close. Man, I just want the Rays to win just so the Brett Phillips moment is like takes his place as one of the greatest moments in the history of baseball. And I don't know if it will if it is this series.
I just want Game 7, man.
I just want baseball to not end in 20 minutes.
Rays in 6.
Evan says, bring Kershaw for drama and memes. That is a fact.
Do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture, literally.
See, if Kershaw comes in, only 2 possibilities, right? Either blows it or he gets it to win and gets MVP. And I'm fine with either of those. So,
Well, there
but
you
he's
go.
not coming in, so it's unfortunate. It's a shame how baseball.
It's a shame that baseball.
Mike Brousseau is
Yep, there he is on deck.
so the Dodgers' first ring in 30 years since Margot, Brousseau, and the Diamonds.
Oh, get wrecked! Loser.
That should be an automatic run for the Rays.
Literally.
Just drop it. Come on, Mookie.
Yeah, just do it. You know you want to.
Make it more fun. Get the ratings up.
Good outs away. So, 1, 2. So 4 runners would need to reach for Randy Rosarena to have another at bat this season. So
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Let's hope.
It's possible.
All the
We're all
Rays
hoping for Randy walk-off in the top of the 9th or 10th.
Randy Walker in the top.
Yeah.
Very possible. Mike Brousseau.
Oakland University legend, baby.
Did you guys know that Mike Brasso went to Oakland University?
You do now.
Rumors.
You do now.
Has that ever been mentioned before by anybody?
You
I think
do
you're the first to mention it.
now.
Did you guys know Hulu has live sports?
Do they actually?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That's from me, deepfake Saquon Barkley, and me, not Baker Mayfield's face on not Baker Mayfield's body.
It's good marketing right there.
Great marketing.
The fact that you can recite it word for word.
Dude, it's on every single commercial break of every sporting event ever.
That's also true.
I can't even watch 5 minutes of a football game without being lambasted by Hulu has live sports.
Ridiculous.
Down to the final 4 strokes.
It was a bold pitch to the
Here we go.
I am fully against starting any pitchers wearing single-digit numbers. Just one.
I think they're against you too, so that probably works out.
Blake Snell is one of them.
So is Yamato.
Today, this court will adjudicate the case of Adam Koplik versus all pitchers with single-digit jersey numbers.
Oh. Oh. Look at G-Man. I love him.
So inspirational.
Beautiful, beautiful man.
All right, way to work.
At Brasso to chase.
All he needs is a walk and a blast.
Just bloop and blast.
No, we don't do bloops anymore. We're 3 true outcomes.
No bloops. I'm here for bloops.
Bloops only, and that's final.
This is a bloops positive cast.
You and John Smoltz.
Bring back Luis Gonzalez. Oh, Brasso, what are you doing, bud? You got to swing
Great
the
take.
bat.
Great taking a pitch
God,
down the center
out
of the
there. You cannot put up a backwards K there. You just can't do it.
Is Kelly Jensen in the dugout?
I think that was Pedro Baez, bro,
Oh, Dallas. Oh, there's Jensen.
who already pitched tonight. Here we go. 1 out away from the first World Series in.
Louisville.
Willie Adames wasn't afraid to come up swinging.
Hey, the Tigers.
Good at him.
Tigers
First
know what
World
they can
Series
do
since
about.
'88, since Kirk Gibson.
Yep.
The curse of the leg.
The old Kirk Gibson, baby. Tigers legend.
One strike
Well,
away.
1 strike away. It'd be awesome if he just went yard here.
Oh my God! Just put the dog pile on hold.
And like the Dodgers could still win the World Series. I just think it'd be sweet if he just went yard here
Oh,
to
he's gonna-
kill everyone's vibe.
How do they end it on back-to-back?
And there we
Back-to-back
go.
looking Ks.
Yeah.
The LA Dodgers, for the first time since 1988, have finally gotten over the hump and not choked away an opportunity. The LA Dodgers are World Series champs.
All it took was
Of
the
the
most
baseball world.
absurd payroll in Major League Baseball to do it.
First, there was the Washington Capitals in hockey, and then the Dodgers here. Playoff chokers no more.
LA joins the pantheon of cities to have 2 sports titles in the calendar year,
Yes.
celebrating a Lakers and a Dodgers victory within about 3 weeks.
Yeah. COVID made it about a 3-week difference.
Give Rosarena the MVP. I don't care.
Yeah, just give it.
Literally, I'm here.
The man earned it.
I am so here for it.
Do the right thing, MLB.
It's cowardly behavior if they don't. Man, like, so the story, obviously, is that the Dodgers won the World Series, but the storyline in Tampa Bay will absolutely be what was Mr. Kevin thinking.
The storyline will undoubtedly be the Blake Snell decision.
Yeah, if you're not following Blake Snell on any social media, I probably would go ahead and recommend doing that.
We're just gonna get an SMH on his Instagram story tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Just a black screen with a SMH and white impact font in the middle of it.
Kershaw is going around and hugging every
He's
single
crying.
player on this roster in tears.
Man, he deserves it.
He's earned it.
Clayton Kershaw is finally a World Series champion.
Who is that? Garen in tears, or is he laughing?
I would imagine probably both.
Man.
Dave Roberts saves his job, I would imagine.
That's a lot. any way of this season not ending in the World Series would absolutely be a job. Yeah, shout out Izzy.
Shout out to the best graphic designer in all of baseball Twitter for the awesome graphic that we have on the screen.
That is absolutely huge.
Nobody deserves it more than David Price. Does David Price get a ring?
No,
I
he will
don't
not
think
get
so.
a ring unless the team decides to give him a ring. But he has not earned a ring in the eyes of the league.
Is being on the IL not enough?
Well, he wasn't on the IL. He
He
out.
opted out. It's not an IL spot.
He is currently sitting on the couch right now.
And you think he's even that happy? Because it's not like this is like his team. Like he was
I
obviously.
mean, it
not like,
is though.
No, but it's not like this is like.
He's pitched for. It's not like he's never pitched for the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, he
before.
pitched
He
for
was
this
on the team last year.
No, he wasn't. He was traded with Mookie.
You might be right.
Well, I mean, he pitched for this team in
Spring training,
but I
idiot.
didn't count that.
And yeah, he was still with the team before, all the team bonding, whatever they call it.
I
Still
thought
his
Kershaw
teammates.
Roberts, and I was very weirded out.
I mean, not to be lost in all the Clayton Kershaw, ness is Mookie Betts got a ring. Cody Bellinger gets a ring.
Notable postseason bust.
Yes.
And Los Angeles
Everybody
Dodgers,
Horwell, yeah.
Los Angeles Dodgers not exactly losing anything entering next season. Justin Turner's a free agent, who's obviously been a big part of the team for a while. Shrinen's a free agent, and Jock Peterson's a free agent. I mean, they're going to run it back next year with basically just a good baseball team.
Well, yeah. Now the crazy thing is, now that 55th player all time to win World Series in both leagues, and he is still a young man.
He's got 12 years left on his contract. What is it?
Yeah. It's going to get very interesting for next year now that they've gotten over the hump, per se. I mean, is this the start of like a I don't know. Does this Dodgers reign over the National League now become a reign over the MLB over the coming years? Like now they've gotten over the hump. They finally got the first one, and now they're just gonna.
We're in for a long offseason, I'm sure, and we don't even know when it's going to end. But
Yeah.
Right.
now, there's not a team that I would put on the same level as the Dodgers. I don't know if anyone else would either. But also,
Not even close, honestly.
shout out the fact that the final Rays win of this season was the Brett Phillips win, which I'm sure
Was
Rays
it?
fans
Yeah.
read about. So, good last taste of victory. But I mean, this Dodgers team is unbelievable.
I think the next couple of years. Finish.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So I think the next couple of years, it's definitely the Dodgers, but Braves are going to be there. Go a little bit further in the future, you got the Padres, and they're a bunch of young teams, and other teams that, depending on what moves they make in the offseason, not to be a homer of the Nationals, though, you got Soto, you got a chance. We'll see in the long run, but definitely right now, the Dodgers are still a team to beat.
Yeah, it's not the Nationals, Matthew. I agree too. Your team blows. So,
International. Yeah, back-to-back droughts, back-to-back years ended. Are the Indians next? Probably not.
Indians. What? No.
All right. Well, congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers on winning the 2020
Dodgers.
World Series.
And now the off season begins, baby.
Time of year, except for
Off
the other.
season begins. The rest of us now. Obviously, Diamond Digest doesn't only bump during the regular season. We'll have plenty of off-season articles, and when rumors come as far as free agency and winter meetings. I don't know what the hell the situation is for winter meetings this year, if that's even going to happen, but that's always a fun time. And then obviously, then we start getting into season previews and such. So we are not going anywhere. We just won't have an excuse to HotMic for a little bit. That's all.
But everybody that came and watched all of these casts that we did this year, we had a ton of fun doing them.
Yes,
We really did.
Sure.
We put in
Thanks
a lot
for
of
tuning in.
Peyton, especially. Shout out to Peyton for putting
Yeah.
it together. He put in an immense amount of work to make all of this possible for all of us to come on here and do this. So shout out to him, our producer. And
man.
but yeah, everybody that came and watched us and made us, gave us a reason to come and do this. We appreciate you too. And I don't think this will be the end of us doing these for sure.
Yeah,
I think everyone that got to do them had a great time doing them. I know I did personally. I think I can speak on behalf of the other three that are here that everyone had a great time doing these.
absolutely,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
So I think we'll be back in the 2021 season for sure.
We will be back.
But until then, congratulations to the Dodgers.
Yep.
And Jerry Dipoto, get your trading phone out, I guess.
With the
No,
Tigers.
Yeah, sure.
Just do not trade with the Rays.
Don't
Do not let
the Rays call. hang
tonight
up the
does
phone.
not change the outcome of the scenario where it is never okay to trade with the Tampa Bay Rays.
If the Rays call, answer the phone, find out who they want, and then hang up.
Put
And
them on
immediately
lockdown.
promote them and bat them clean up.
And that is
All right, well, until
right.
2021, everyone.
Hopefully on time.
Take care. Wear your mask.
Or your
Yeah.
bats.